Listen 3000.
Yo, what's good, everybody? My name is ZENN.
I'm Cesar.
And we are Listen 3000. Yes. We're back again. This is episode 32. Ooh. It was supposed to be live, but due to some technical difficulties, we had to not make it live. But we're here. We're still here.
We're coming back with it soon, though. Yeah.
Still here. First off, can y'all hear me? Is it all good? Break up. There we go.
Yeah, I could hear you, though.
Okay. All right. Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. If you didn't notice,
put thumbs up.
Oh yeah.
I didn't want to mess up his phone straight.
Oh, we're good. But yeah, if y'all didn't know, this is the Agents of Fandom podcast.
Yes, it is.
Shout out to the gang, Agents of Fandom.
Yes,
check out agentsfandom.com. We have crazy articles. We'll update you on the latest movie news every single day. Mm-hmm. And also check out the rest of the podcasts on the Agents of Fandom network, which are Agents of Fandom, Tickets to Reality, and Fandom Academy. So shout out to the gang. Mm-hmm. Shout out to y'all. And also shout out to the Sound Gallery for letting us use this wonderful space. Mm-hmm. And yeah, this is a packed episode today. We got some of our returning guests, friends and family of the show, members of the Wakandan Council.
Oh yes.
We got our guy. We got our guy Rico. We got Rico here.
What's happening?
You got to get the pre-clap and the after-clap.
Yes.
Yes.
A whole lot of claps.
Yes.
There we go.
And then we got our guy Snowden.
We made it back.
Yes. Always, you guys
being
know.
on this episode.
It's
lovely to be here.
Keep your feet up, relax. Always going to make it. Yes.
Right? Through adversity, we always make it through.
Ooh, come on, Denzel.
You know, sometimes you got to bar it up. Sometimes.
Oh, man, get your sermon on.
But as y'all can tell, this is going to be a crazy episode.
I was about to say,
just letting you know right now.
I was like, I need it. We got to.
ZENN and Cesar are really good at intros. This is by far the worst one.
Are we?
It's because this is going to be the best one. This is going to be the best episode.
Because of that, right? I like it. Off the rails.
Right. Already, right?
Off the rails.
Yeah. So,
only go up from here.
You just want me to go?
Yeah, we can start. We can start running.
All right, cool. So the other day, I don't know what day it was. I don't think it matters too much, but CinemaCon happened. It is a convention for movies, obviously, but it's for the movie theater companies, right? So that all the owners and also people were allowed to pay and go to it. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, they were allowed to see a bunch of like teasers, some footage,
some full films
information.
In some cases.
Yeah, right. Flash got shown fully. I think something else was shown. Am I lying? I did hear something else. I might have just been not superhero movie, but yeah, a lot of things came out that day, right? Mm-hmm. So, let's just get into some stuff today.
Yeah.
The first thing we are going to get into is Transformers. I think it's called The Rise of the Beast.
Yes,
right?
yes.
They dropped a trailer for it. I'm not going to go through the trailer. y'all can all at home go watch the trailer. But how did everybody think?
I thought it was cool. Me being a person who tapped out of the Transformers franchise a long time ago. This looks really interesting. It's really got me tempted to go check this joint out, to be honest with you. I did grow up on like the Beast Wars cartoon and stuff like that. So like seeing that integrated now with the Autobots and all the car robots and stuff like that, and they working together was pretty cool. And we got Anthony Ramos. We got
I was about to say Dominic
Fishback.
Yeah, she's amazing.
And we got our guy. What's his name? Toby.
She's cold.
Toby.
Toby.
Yeah, Toby.
There we go.
What?
We don't want to mess. We don't want to. Yo, this is going to be so funny today. Oh, that sounded like y'all know when Kevin Garnett said. Never mind.
I got it close.
Yeah, Toby. This is his first acting role, according at least as far as
in that little clip. I know he said woo, right? But he looked great. Yeah.
So I seen his name on that.
Who was he in the trailer?
I don't even know. He was in a car.
The main character's best friend.
Okay, got it. Thanks for that. Yeah, I didn't know at all.
Oh, that was him.
Yeah, it was super quick. It was super
I
quick.
was keeping it up with you. I thought that was Shameik Moore with a beard, bro.
Yeah, I can kind of see that though. So
I can see that.
I see that because it was fast too.
Oh, that was him.
Yeah, right.
You know his one song, Round Here?
Yeah. I like Bull.
Here, if it smell funny,
Ooh.
onions get peeled.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
in this movie.
Yeah.
I gotta walk out.
He probably got a little song in there too. And he probably
I mean,
hey,
bro, he had a song in Wakanda.
He did have a song.
He had a song in Wakanda Forever and stuff too.
Yeah.
I mean, from
If
Houston.
they're smart, they'll
He's from
get
Texas.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, don't diss him right now. Stop. No, but yeah, that movie looked pretty dope. To me, I'm in the same boat with you. I fell out a long time ago. I honestly don't know what happened after Shia. I'm sorry.
Basically,
I watched one of the Mark Wahlberg Jones, and I just wasn't much into it. Yeah, I don't even know if I finished it, right? So then I just and I heard Bumblebee was good. So I'm kind of mad. I do think I should go back because apparently this happens a few years after Bumblebee.
Yeah.
What did you tell me? This is 1994. What was Bumblebee, 80s?
Yeah.
Or what was it?
I think that was the 80s.
Okay, cool. So yeah,
I'm sad to say that I've seen every single one of these goddamn.
How was Bumblebee? It wasn't.
Bumblebee was good.
I heard it wasn't that bad. Like
Bumblebee is probably the second best Transformers film.
All right, cool.
Wow.
Yeah,
behind the first one. The first one is just really good.
Yeah, for sure.
Then it's like Bumblebee. Then I'd give you Dark of the Moon. And then quite literally, you could just delete everything.
Yeah, delete everything. Yeah, auto Mark Wahlberg. Because it's just Mark Wahlberg, right? Am I missing the name?
No, I didn't count the second Shia one.
Was you not like that when they took out Megan Fox?
Robots.
Yeah.
Oh, Jazz and them?
No, not even just. I'll accept Jazz.
The twins?
Mud Flaps and Skids.
The twins, right? It was like the twins?
Yes, with the gold teeth and the fact that their faces look like monkeys and they couldn't read.
Oh,
Jesus!
Like
ebonics. Like it was bad.
All
right.
It was bad.
I was going to go back to see why it's bad. I don't want to anymore.
Everyone blames it on the writer's strike, and I'm like, no.
Nah. Looking back, it's definitely problematic. As a shorty, I was cracking up because I've never seen robots act like that.
Right, wow, look at that.
But literally looking back, and I remember watching the third one, and there was a whole article as to why the twins didn't show up. It's like because black folks were upset that this is how y'all portrayed.
Never knew this,
y'all already killed Jazz. So,
Jazz was cool.
Jazz was cool.
Yeah, it was.
Movie. Then the second one, you get the two black robots, and they're literally every stereotypical version. Like you said, illiterate. One had a grill. It was bad.
Yo, y'all just opened my eyes up to this. I didn't know this.
They're both voiced, if not both. One of them is certainly voiced by Tom Kenny. So now I don't even look at SpongeBob the same. I'd be like,
nah, you're lying.
Transformers.
You lying. Ain't no way.
Nah. We're shocking the world right now. What's going on?
Shocking the world.
Hold on. Things are happening. Check out Listen 3000. There's stuff going on here. Oh my God. I got to go home sad. I thought this was going to be fun.
No, not my SpongeBob.
Now I'm depressed. Not my SpongeBob. No.
He would never. All right.
Well, about this film, I do think it looks really good. All right. Well, yeah, the direction to me looked really sick. That last shot in the trailer where it's just like, I don't know if it actually is a one take or how they go through about that with CGI. Right. But that last shot, y'all know what I'm talking about when you see it, when they're all fighting together. It's pretty sick. I'm like, okay, I'm into this. You know, with the first ones being Michael Bay, like he killed with that first one. You know what I mean? But like,
correct.
This looked like it could be up there. Yeah. And again, when you have the two actors that we named, like Anthony Ramos and Dominique, it's like they're so good. They're quality actors. So to me, it's like if they picked it, I'm assuming it's pretty sturdy.
No, facts.
At least a little bit.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So,
well, they just got a bag.
Come
either
on.
Or. But either way, you know, the trailer did look cool.
I ain't seen him in much bad thing. Only thing I seen bad with Dominique was what's it called? That movie with Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
The Netflix
Power
movie. Power one.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. Everything else is golden.
Right.
I think it's gonna be solid. I fell off after the first Wahlberg movie. This is like it's weird to me because like the whole thing about the Autobots was that they had been in secrecy this whole time. So you mean to tell me like in 1994 they just had this whole battle alongside humans and like nobody like I don't know.
Nobody remembered it.
Right, yeah.
I feel like they could have just had this, in my opinion, set after the Wahlberg films, but I don't know how the Wahlberg films.
That's what I'm saying. I'm confused, so right? I think it's apparently reboot. Did the Wahlberg films connected to Bumblebee?
I heard this was a sequel and a reboot.
It's a sequel.
What?
Here's the thing.
Allegedly.
Yeah, give it to us, no, because I don't know.
When the head starts shaking, you know he got something to talk about.
So, they did the same thing that I did not want James Gunn to do when he took over
Suicide
DC.
Squad?
If you were not even that. Just like if you were going to spearhead the DC universe now, wipe the slate clean. Therefore, there's no questions as to where this takes place and stuff. Mm-hmm. With Bumblebee, they made it a reboot-quel sort of thing because like the movie Bumblebee takes place in the 80s, and as you gradually go through the movie, at the end of it, It's a spoiler. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Come on.
He turns into the first Camaro that we see Sam get. So I'm like, okay. But in the first Transformers movie, you told me that they came down after that. But you're telling me he's been here this whole time, and the wiki thing is a big thing now. And Cybertron was a thing. I don't know. But if Bumblebee would have came out and it would have been a clear reboot, and it seems like they were going that way where they used the G1 designs, and everybody lost their minds about that. Bumblebee, Optimus, they all looked fantastic on Cybertron. And I was like, solid. And then once they got to Earth, they were like, let's use some of those Michael Bay things that we know. And then you get to this movie now that's supposed to be coming, a decade after?
Just about.
And now, if I'm remembering the trailer correct, the big thing is Unicron. And I'm like, that's really weird because y'all used Unicron in the last Mark Wahlberg movie. And not only did you use Unicron, whoever in the writer's room made the stupid decision to say that Earth was Unicron, but now in this movie, we're saying, no. It was a prank. The camera's right there, bro. Unicron's actually a planet transformer out there. And I'm like, but I wish they would have distinguished themselves, saying that, like, this is nothing like the Michael Bay movies. However, because they turned Bumblebee into the Camaro that Sam first gets in the year 2007, I'm like, all right, so where does this land? And it ponders the question, what's happening now? And, like, you guys are saying that you tapped out, so, like, you guys don't even know what happened in, like, Last Night or Age of Extinction and, like, how that all led to where it led and how it fell off. So this movie has a lot to do, in my opinion. And like I hear you guys saying, like, yeah, it looks good. The direction, I agree. Right. It's really cool seeing a big ape. You know what I mean? That transforms. But I just don't know, because as someone who's seen all the films, the Primal, he keeps going, yeah, out of all the threats you've ever faced in your past and your future, this is the worst one. And I'm like, so does this mean everything that happened from 2007 to 2019 now no longer counts?
Right. Yeah.
And we're solely going on Bumblebee timeline? Because if we are, you got to tell me that.
Yeah, you got to say that.
If I'm filling in the blanks now, I'm going to think, oh, yeah, in 20 years, they're going to fight Devastator on the pyramids. You know what I mean? That was a pretty big battle. So you're telling me that whatever's about to happen is bigger than that? Because they were trying to take the power of the sun and destroy Earth and whatnot. I just don't know what the stakes are and where it lands. And that's my problem. I think the movie is going to be fun. Right. I think seeing characters like RC is really cool. I don't know who chose Pete Davidson to be one of the Transformers, but I guess we'll see how that works.
I think he'll do fine. He'll do good.
I hope his voice.
And just, you know.
He's like, hey, man, yeah, you watch Saturday Night Live with me. Bill Jack. I think the fact that, if I'm correct, Ron Perlman is playing Optimus Primal. Yeah. Fantastic casting. Yeah. I'm going to see it because I'm a shill for these movies. They're great turn off your brain movies. Same thing as like Fast and the Furious. Absolutely. Which is why I don't understand why they haven't crossed over yet. But like,
feel that though.
100%. Might as well.
It's damn cars.
But I'm going in with like subdued expectations for it. But I do think it has the potential to be something cool. But then, like I said, it just raises too many questions for me until I see it, I guess.
Yeah, we were on the outside perspective looking at it. It's like we don't know nothing. I'm just looking at it as a new movie. Like literally, I'm like, ooh, that looks dope. But if I was involved like you, I probably would be like, uh-oh.
Do y'all plan on doing a marathon of every single
I probably would have had.
I won't. I'm not.
Well, I got a question. Is the Mark Wahlberg... Is the Mark Wahlberg ones connect? Do they connect to it?
It don't sound like I need to from what you were saying.
If the Mark Wahlberg ones don't connect to the Shia ones or the Bumblebee one, I'm gonna take them out.
And the Mark Wahlberg ones connect,
but barely. Like they mentioned Wiki, like just to say,
maybe 2 times.
Yeah, they was like, this has just been a legacy. We've always been connected to
correct.
The
Got it.
Which destroys the whole thing in the first 3 films. Where like At least the first one, I'll say, where Sam was just this regular kid who just happened to pick the wrong or right guard, depending on who you're talking to. Now they're like, no. The Transformer, he can touch the matrix of leadership, and he can bring out his pride back.
The whole perspective.
He's also the one that's going to stop Cybertron from coming here. I don't like that aspect of them, what they did to his character. I'm totally fine with it just being a regular guy.
But
you know what I mean?
But see, then another thing that bothers me then, because I do remember that, I do remember that from the first one. Like, the witches have always been this, that, and the third. But then it's like, old girl, and I want to say the third movie was trying to lowball bro and was like, no, you just been the messenger this whole time. It's like, no, this is essentially the child of prophecy. Like, what are we talking about?
Correct.
So it's kind of like, what was his value this whole time? Was he just a regular guy that stumbled into the wrong car?
Correct.
Which I think personally would have made the story better.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's like it's just a matter of chance. Like, how many more Destiny timelines do we need?
Right.
You feel me? So that's where I got confused. So I'm like, okay, so he was always meant to go into this one used car lot with Bernie Mac and his mama that's been cussing him out, and getting to this one Camaro. He was meant to get a 90% on that test that he needed to get an A.
Correct.
To even so, I don't know. It
takes away the wonder of what the first film set up.
Yep.
But unlike Zen, I think if I do check it out, I will binge the whole, or at least the Wahlberg ones, to see like kind of what direction they took it. Right. I genuinely do not know because it kind of lost me.
The Wahlberg's ones are. Wait, can we curse on the podcast?
Go ahead.
The Wahlberg ones are shit, bro. Oh my god, they're so hard
I couldn't finish the first one, then I didn't watch the second one because I couldn't finish.
It's
the first
so
one.
long.
And
it's
just long.
Happens.
Yeah, it's long and doesn't feel. I wasn't entertained.
There were almost no stakes.
You weren't entertained.
But if it makes you feel better, from what I understand, with this being like a sequel to Bumblebee, realistically, you just have to watch Bumblebee, which is a good one.
I don't have a problem with that though. I'll do that.
Yo, Zen.
Just switching gears.
He said, "I don't care about Transformers."
It's like
that Toy Story joint. I'm done. I'm done playing.
Also, I'm gonna switch them too.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Do your thing.
So, second one. Before we get into more superhero based stuff, right? Hunger Games, but I need to get that title right. It's like songs.
The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Yes, that's it.
Yes. Thanks.
Sounds about right.
Killed that. Yes.
The boy is good.
Yeah, it is. Yes, he is. It's a prequel. I originally thought it was supposed to be like the first Hunger Games ever, but it isn't. It's the first Hunger Games where they start to change the rules, though. Like they do the sponsors. I'm assuming is what that is, right?
10 years in, and then they're
10
like,
years.
man,
Okay,
this ain't sexy enough.
I know. Yeah, literally, right? You're like, let's put some pizzazz on it.
Yeah, we need to. So wait, real quick before y'all.
Yeah, go ahead.
Off the top of y'all head, do y'all know Katniss Everdeen's first Hunger Games? How many years have they been doing it? Was it like 30-something, 50-something? How long
That's
had
a
it been
great
going
question. On? Maybe we can look it up right now, to be honest.
I'm curious.
Yeah, we'll keep talking about it. Zen's going to look it up.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure, but I wanted to know that too.
Because I'm trying to figure out if they try to force a crossover. Like if it's only been 30 years. Like, do somehow the survivors of the...
I think it's honestly, bro, like more than 100 years. Because remember the last one, right, is an every 25-year anniversary event.
Okay.
And it's like the best of the...
I think it says 70... It says when did she... Was the first movie when she won? When did she win?
She wins the first one, yeah.
74th.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that means by the third movie, I'm right. The third movie is the one, the 25th year one, right? Or is that the second?
75th.
No. And the plot of either the second movie or the third one, whenever it might be the second. Yeah, it's the second. When was the second? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, they go back because of it's like the all stars, all the champions that have won. They try to make all them die.
Bro,
what a wild concept!
It was like we just
did this. I thought about that the whole movie. Yo, like this is really mean. But yeah. So the prequel cast is stacked. Viola Davis, Peter Dinklage. Jeez, I don't know. Rachel Zegler. There's a lot of stuff going on in this movie.
Viola Davis
is
gonna be nasty. Her being like the villain. Like
honestly, I saw her face and I was like, "You have my money." To be honest. But
I'm interested now.
Yeah. Especially the way she looked too. I'm like, where we and villain? Okay, all right. And your villain tag teaming with Peter Dinklage. Okay,
he about to get his monologues off.
Woo! Game of Thrones Part 2. I'm so excited,
man.
I'm so excited. Yes, he is.
He said,
but yeah,
do you hear that? It's the sound of snow falling. I went.
Yeah, that was kind of nasty, especially when my man's name is Snow. That, right? Like I'm like he probably looking at him like, what you like? You gonna disrespect me to my face? You gonna what you doing? You know, throw him for a loop.
Because you don't even hear snowfall.
Like, what are you talking about?
Is that another bar?
What is this metaphor for? Like,
right? He was probably just he was on something. He was saying stuff. Nah, but and also the fact that I didn't know. Obviously, I didn't read the books, so I don't know any of the backstory if this is a part of the books or not. But that the guy Snow that obviously ran the Hunger Games when we saw the original, the ones with Jennifer Lawrence, like that he started it this way. Like he's just he's the first sponsor, and now you're like, oh, I want to keep killing kids. That's crazy.
That's insane.
Like that's a wild. I want to know how it gets there. Like what happened?
So I'm looking from the outside looking in with this one. I seen parts of the first Hunger Games, but like I didn't remember that full John. So like you was like, yo, you gotta watch this, John. And that trailer is crazy. It is crazy. It does pique my interest on getting into what this is because I'm not really like I know it's the sacrifice
out
the
of it,
kid,
right?
The thing, and yeah.
But you don't know too much. You saying so you're just
nah. So yeah,
honestly, I don't even want to spoil it because I think it's a pretty sturdy. I don't know how y'all feel about the original Hunger Games. I bang with that series.
I enjoy it.
It has its ups and downs, but like I think it's a solid series for sure.
Definitely sure. I think I need to finish or I need to go back and rewatch the last two because there was a part 1 and part 2.
Yeah, the part 1, part 2. Yeah.
So I need to watch part 2. I just gotta just to like finish it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. Honestly, they all had my attention. You could see like the growth of the main character. You could see like her start to lead somewhat of a rebellion and her become
good like call. All character development throughout all the characters, honestly, and those movies are pretty good.
It was cool watching like Woody be like different.
Wow.
Like, this was something completely different for him.
True.
And that's when I really started to because I think I had all fun and games. I think I had just watched like White Man Can't Jump. Like,
oh wow, right? Because we're younger. Like, true,
like,
feel that.
Right, like so, like I watched that, and then I seen him, and I'm like, oh wow, this is somebody with range.
Yeah, like he's nice. Good call, because that might have been one of the first times I saw Woody too. Thinking about it in my life, and he's like a drunk. Like he's not anything that you see him do anywhere else. So that is true. Good call.
Yeah. So I'm excited for it. I'm very curious to see what they do. I'm usually not interested in prequels. Especially when it's like prequels that aren't based on like a book or something like that, because it's kind of just like, okay, money grab,
cash grab,
but at this time, I feel like with the actors that I think they were smart with the actors that they got and the story that they can continue to tell, because it's like, okay, how did we stoop down to the point of sacrificing these children to do this?
That's where I'm right. I gotta know, like, what is going on?
But see, what's interesting is that no, this has already been going on.
Right. True. 10 years.
We're just making it fun now. We're making this.
Let's get more sick.
Yes. Let's get crazy. Like this is already done. We got the wheels turning. We 10 years in, baby. We got to switch it up.
No, that's funny.
So I think that's interesting. That's an interesting way to see like how they really was like, nah, we about to like mess their heads up with this one. And so I'm curious for sure.
True. Snowden.
I got nothing. I saw the trailer. I was like, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
The same way that y'all said that you fell off with Transformers after a certain one, I didn't get past the second Hunger Games.
Okay.
Like it was stated before, I didn't read the books. Like I was in high school when the big boom happened for these movies and the books, I'm sorry. And I was just like, yeah, okay. All right. And like I saw the first movie and I was like, all right. Saw the second one, I was like, this is a little bit better. And I just never had the urge to go watch the last parts of it. So to see this one, I'm like, I'm okay. And then like looking at the trailer, it's like obviously the main character. I don't know if the main character is the girl or if it's Snow, right? And that's perfectly fine. You can have multiple main characters, but like they showed so much in the trailer to the point that I don't know exactly what part he plays, because at certain points it seems that he's on. I was thinking Star Wars. I was going to say the First Order. It seems he's on like their side, but then like at other points, like his hair is shaved and he's out in the wild with her. So I'm like, this is either going to be a really long movie or there's going to be a bunch of flashbacks somewhere. And as someone who's just not into the Hunger Games stuff,
right,
and that's fine. You know what I mean? That's all the more power to the people who really want to see it. To me, I'm just like
you cool.
Okay,
yeah,
okay. We'll see. It's kind of the same as like the Fantastic Beasts movie.
Yeah,
like a prequel to a well-known established.
Because there's 32, but I get people being like, "I'm cool."
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Correct. Like when the first one dropped, I was like, okay. All right, and then the second one happened because we can all agree if this is successful, they're going to make another one.
Yes,
somehow explaining more stuff, and I'm just like, I don't know. Going backwards is really the way to do
keep going forward in the past.
How many times can you keep going backwards till we catch up to Katniss? You know what I mean? And it gets overplayed. Same thing. Once again, the only thing that I can really tie it back to is Harry Potter and the Fantastic Beasts. The whole time you're sitting there like, yeah. I'm glad that we're delving more into like the lore of this character and their world and what makes it up and the trials and tribulations that these characters go through. However, at the end of the day, I know you die. You fight him, and that's okay, and all that stuff.
It's that prequel thing, man. Yeah,
right. Or they make it. They make the prequel focus on someone you don't care about. So, in the Fantastic Beasts argument, I don't give a damn about Newt.
Right.
Never did. Now, when they started talking about, it's ultimately leading up to Dumbledore versus Voldemort or Grindelwald.
Yeah.
You should have just made everything
started
about
with that.
Now, if you're telling me that
it became a whole different franchise
because it
started
like,
about
the
my man with the beast, and it was kind of fire.
Each movie went further and further away from him.
Absolutely,
until you got to the last one,
which is so interesting. Snowden spitting because the second one to me is even still kind of a little better than the first. Like it got deeper than the first one.
Oh yeah,
but it still is completely off. It's not at all.
It's like barely any Fantastic.
You might see his brother more than him in that joint. Yeah.
So Dumbledore is by far the main character of that next one.
He should have been.
No,
I didn't even watch the last one.
Last one was good.
It's
good.
Cool. People apparently didn't like it. I see.
Newt is just kind of there. They expand more on his beast and kind of like how deep his bag is a little bit. But that's really as far as they go. It's like really like, no, this is what Dumbledore is dealing with essentially.
Yeah.
And then even like Ezra Miller's involvement just seemed kind of like just there.
Correct.
Like,
correct.
It was one of those like, you're kind of just here. You're super powerful. You're gonna play a factor, but
correct.
All in all, it's kind of like, bro, this is a Dumbledore movie. Y'all kind of just here.
So ultimately, with what we're saying, if that's what they're trying to do with Hunger Games, I'm like, all right, man. I just hope you guys knock it out of the park on the first one. Like, as someone who's not the biggest fan, you kind of have to impress me to get me in that theater to see this movie.
I heard that.
And this first trailer just was like, there's a lot going on, and I don't know anything that's happening, so I'm not.
Again, I'm right with you because if it looked dope, but if Viola and Peter weren't in it.
Exactly.
I remember you were saying before, you was like, yo, I don't know.
I don't really care.
You seen the trailer and was like, all right, hold on.
I'm going to watch it now. Yeah, Viola, look at her eye. Like, I'm going to go see it. Right. Yeah, that eye was crazy. What? She got one blind eye? Oh, my God. And she did one. Y'all see with the blood on her hands? I'm like, nah. You know she's going to be spitting and snotting all in this movie. I'm excited about it. I'm excited.
On that note,
well, no, because it was going to do Ezra. Y'all said Ezra, and then we was going to transition.
But it's
cool.
Okay. It's cool. So yeah, one of the other trailers that came out, and fun fact at CinemaCon they did get to see the full movie, so we're going to talk about some of those reviews. But another Flash trailer came out, which was great. I can't say any more about it. Like these Flash trailers been really good.
It kind of sucks. Kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Looks really
good. Right. It's very conflicting in feelings about it, but
yeah,
their trailers been good. You know what I mean? And the people that got to see it at CinemaCon, it was a lot of different reviews, but honestly, they all were positive.
I'm gonna say it how I said it in our. I'm gonna say how I said it in our group text. I only heard it's the best, one of the greatest superhero movies of all time, or one of the greatest DC movies of all time, or the best thing since the Dark Knight trilogy, or they said the best of DC up there with, it's help me y'all, Superman 89,
Superman
70 something, and Batman 89, right? And just basically, the range that people were
correct
reviewing,
right?
Coming out a lot on it.
And it kind of is like, that's heavy, right? That's like so heavy that normally we'd be like, all right, shut up. That's a little too crazy, right? But then you see the trailer and you're like, wait, okay. I'm confused.
And it's, bro, even more conflicting because, we don't have to get into the Ezra stuff, but like,
sure.
I mean,
yeah.
You know what was going down.
Exactly. But also, I never was a fan of his portrayal of Barry Allen.
And honestly,
any of this stuff.
You've been hard on that too. Like,
but
you do not like
it feels like they're going to make me like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, bro, why? But I'm here for it. We're going to watch it when it comes out.
We talked about this in the group chat. When I think of The Flash, Ezra Miller is not the first person that comes to mind. It's still Grant Gustin for me in regards to mostly
just for what we've seen, 100%.
The first season of Flash came out on my birthday, so I've been attached. I've been watching, and it's one of those things where if it's a good movie, fine. Like I'm in the lane of, bro, if you're gonna watch it, just watch it. I don't need, I'm gonna watch it for this, that, bro. If you want to see the movie,
right,
just go see the movie. Just go see it. Cool. Before we were recording, we were talking about reviews and whatnot. This is why I don't like reading reviews, because I'm not going in there like, I'm just here. But at the same time, I do want to go in there and enjoy my time there. But if you guys are hyping this up as the best DC-related entity, animated or otherwise, it's like, all right, bro. Like, I think it is kind of like you said, like, all right, shut up. Like, y'all doing a lot right now. Because now you're talking about story, you're talking about acting, you're talking about practical and CGI effects. There's so much more that goes into it than just stuff exploding. There has to be, to get to those types of levels, when we talk about the Dark Knight trilogy, now you're talking about somebody's acting ability. Now you're talking about like the feelings that you can convey and whatnot. And I like, Ezra Miller's attached, whatever. I just wanted the movie to be good. If the movie is good, then you can only say so much. But if you're sitting here talking about, all is forgiven because this is just such the greatest thing all in the world, it better be good.
Right? No, it better be great. Right? Yeah.
I'm not going in there hoping that it's bad, but at the same time, it needs to knock me off my feet. I need the best DC related movie to me is still Dark Knight Rises. So you need to whichever one the Joker was.
Snowden. I'm looking at Snowden. No, it's Dark Knight. You good? Look, Snowden, don't do it. We got to stay on the Flash. Stay on the Flash. Stay on the Flash, y'all.
What I'm saying, but the reason I say that is because, like I said, in regards to the acting and all of that type of stuff, because of the performances that lead into that. So I'm going to see a movie. I usually don't really care too much about the acting when it comes to action movies, or I do care a little bit with comic book movies just because of who they're portraying. But now, if you're saying it's that good, then I need
some depth. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah,
in regards to the depth, in regards to the action, in regards to all of that. Okay, we'll see. I'm not like, I hate when people gas stuff up so much, which is why I don't like watching reviews. Same thing with whatever movie came out a while ago that got maybe it was Mario that had one of the biggest gaps between audience score and
Mario
rating score.
It's been like that recently because the reviews suck most of the time.
Mugs don't want to be happy, bro.
They don't. They just want to be sad all the time.
They want Martin Scorsese with every movie they see. You were expecting a mobster movie with the Mario Brothers?
Right. I was wondering what people were expecting with that. True.
So, but back to the Flash thing. I'm expecting to see a good movie, yes. But when you put it up against these type of juggernauts, like my daddy still swear by 89
right.
Batman.
But that's why I'm like, y'all even mentioning them. It's like, whoa, okay.
No, Michael Keaton is the best Bruce Wayne of all time. Like you're not gonna tell him otherwise.
Right.
So you need to show me something. I don't want to hear nothing else though. Just I don't want to see not another review, another trailer, nothing. Just go out and do your job. That's what I want to see.
Are you right? Amen. You go on ahead. Honestly, I feel exactly the way you feel. The issue with me that keeps scaring me, but good scare as in it seems like it would be that way, is everyone is talking about everything you said. They said the story is one of the best stories that we just seen in a while. Obviously, we all know it's based off of Flashpoint. I'm a huge fan of Flash. You already know. I know they're going to butcher it as. Thank God they're not calling it Flashpoint. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to mix and master it a little bit. But like, if they take the good parts of that and make some good gumbo out of it, it's probably going to be fire because that part is good. You know, they're saying the performances is crazy. They say Michael Keaton is stealing the show. Supergirl kind of looks stupid badass. You know what I mean? Like, I just keep looking at it. The CGI was kind of crazy.
I was like, wait, people are saying she looks stupid?
Yeah.
I was like,
oh, sorry, no.
He said, I haven't heard that.
He said, oh no. Nah, man, it just, everything sounds crazy. And I don't even want to get into how they're saying the cameos are like, people just weren't expecting them, you know? So it's like, damn, it sounds like they checked all the boxes. I'm like, all right, wait till June. Like, that's it. Right. But Rico said, like, I just got to see it. Now, y'all talk, I'm right with you. Y'all talk too heavy. So if it's not even at least a 9, I'm trashing this, John. Straight up, bro. Ezra should be in prison. And anybody, you know, let's be real. Like, so I'm leaving that. I'm just saying. So if that's the case, it's got to be a 9. That's all. You know what I mean?
At least, right?
Because y'all talking so crazy, man. Especially then we get into Guardians is the greatest thing. You know what I mean? I want to see it, y'all.
Right.
Bet.
Yeah.
Bet.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll have my popcorn.
But yeah,
I've never been one for. I kind of hate the blanket statement. It's the best thing since this. Because that means everything in the middle. Well, it's not much for DC, but in the terms of like hypothetically, like we'll get to it. I'm assuming, yeah, we have it in the program, but like, oh, this is the best thing since Endgame. Oh, the Flash is the best thing since The Dark Knight. It's the best thing since this. All right, bro. How about you just tell me that the movie's good? It better be good. I think we all agree on this. This movie was supposed to come out in 2014. You feel me? And like, we're almost a decade from the point in which it was supposed to come out, and it kept losing writers, it kept losing directors, it kept losing somehow it kept holding on to Ezra as the main actor. Blah blah blah. I don't know, but like, the fact that everybody's like clamoring and saying that it's really good, I'm like, it better be, bro.
Yeah,
it absolutely
a must.
I better walk out of that theater the biggest
with hope. I should become
correct.
Flash after this, Sean. You know what I mean?
I don't know, but then the other side of that coin, when people talk about it's the best thing, blah blah blah. People say that about every movie that comes out, and then everybody else sees it, and then everybody goes, "You're dumb," and I don't think we watch the same movie.
You're clearly getting paid by the studio,
right?
Or it's either that or. You're in a sense of like DC, and I sympathize with them because as a Marvel fan, I've been eating for the last decade. You feel me?
I see where you're going. Yeah,
it's scraps.
Right.
So like, I feel like every time they have a movie, a DC fan is automatically going to say it's the best,
greatest thing alive. No, you spin. Yeah,
and you're like, it's not, but I see what you're trying to do. You really want to get people in the seats to go see the movie. That way you can try to get a sequel. That way you can get a franchise. That way you can do stuff down the line. But you know as much as I do that this movie is not what you think it is. You feel me? So I think it's doing that thing, and I've been on this podcast, and I've said it before. If your movie has to depend on cameos and it has to depend on the past, it should not be the movie then. No Way Home, we can agree it depends on nostalgia, whether it brings back the old villains or it brings back the old Spider-Man. Deadpool 3, it's going to depend on nostalgia with Wolverine. This, as Rico already stated, my dad only sees this person as Batman. So clearly I'm tapping into that generation, and they're going to be in the movie theater. I don't want that to keep happening with these movies. I'd rather you just put out a good movie, and maybe there's a good cameo. But Batman is literally on the poster. You know what I mean? like when the logo.
You know why that is, though.
They
Ooh,
didn't have enough
stop.
time.
You want to go back there?
We don't have to, but I'm just saying, like we know why they kind of pivoted visual.
Yeah.
Like they pivoted they pivoted the marketing for the Ezra stuff.
But Zen,
But-
it's nonsense. You cut Batgirl.
Right.
Hey, you spitting though.
What's wrong with that film? But you kept this.
It's like we don't.
We don't know.
Them?
Yeah,
You're right. You spit, man.
No, you spitting.
I want to believe in this film because out of DC characters, for me, it's always been Flash and Lantern.
Feel that.
And then
Me
as
too.
I got
Me
older,
too.
it became Aquaman. I was like, wow, this is very interesting, and I don't like how people crap on this
Me
character.
too. Yo, I'm right
because
with you
they
with those.
don't give him the time of day. But Flash and Lantern have always been there, so I want this to be good.
Yeah,
I do.
I hear you,
but
bro.
even we've stated it here. Ezra as Barry has never been my casting. I don't know who was thinking that when they casted him and his little goofy run. I've never understood that.
He always runs like he's slipping on bananas, bro.
Correct.
Y'all
Like
are so
Mario
funny
went
with
by
this
him and went Yahoo!
Like
And
he's the most
slipping.
unrealistic runner and come on, bro.
I don't know. I don't know what happens with the DCEU after this. I don't know if Ezra stays. I don't know if this branches off a new timeline. I'm trying to go in with limited expectations,
Right.
because as Cesar said, it's based on Flashpoint. Flashpoint is probably one of the best things DC has ever put out.
Yeah.
So if they mess this one up,
Man.
count everything else
they
out.
lost me,
Yeah.
man.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think that visually, and we've all stated it, even in the group chat, the trailers look good.
Oh,
and we
ridiculous.
hate to say that they look good
Ridiculous.
because we know everything that's been happening with the film, but it looks stupendous. You know what I mean? Like the one part from the first trailer where the 2 feet collide and then the lightning goes off of them.
Oh yeah.
I lose my mind at that all the
it's
time.
kinda yeah.
Supergirl with the sonic boom at the end. I want to know. I want to know what she's
scared.
screaming at, or
Yeah.
who she's screaming at in this trailer. Where she's like, "What have you done?"
Yeah, that was.
I want to know that. But God, oh man,
Hey, man.
how many times can
June.
DC put out a good trailer and then the movie is just complete barnacles? I don't know how many more times they can get away with it, but we'll see. And like you said, hearing everybody coming out of these theaters and these viewings, and they're like, "Yeah, this movie's great, great, great," and I'm like, I sure hope y'all not tugging my chain on this one, guys,
Me too.
because one, DC needs a win, and then two, if I see it, and like you said, if it's not a 9,
Right. At least.
I know y'all been bullshitting me. I'm so sorry. I know y'all been
Oh.
boondoggling on me.
The boondoggling is
I'm
nuts.
not gonna listen to any of you ever again, cuz.
Nah, for real.
So
Wait
And
till
then
we got a
you
month.
You also got to think. James Gunn took over the reins because DC was literally deteriorating in front of our eyes, and we sitting there like, okay, you had all these great Guardians of the Galaxies. You've seen how Marvel operate. You've been in Feige office, picking his brain. There's no way you're gonna let this fail. And he says from day one,
He did.
Flash is still happening.
And he said it's one of the
Now
greatest movies of all
everybody's like,
time, which we'll get into.
What you mean Flash is still happening? No, this Flash that we got is still happening. Okay, so Henry not coming back. What's his name not coming back? Gal Gadot not coming back. Jason Momoa is probably gonna play 5 different characters. He the only one we like right now. So you do all of this change. You don't wipe out Blue Beetle, but you say he's not technically part of the new timeline, but we're going to keep moving forward with him. So you've been under cloak and dagger this entire time. The one thing people was like, okay, we know for a fact, James Gunn, you very forward moving. You had a lot of BS happen while you was working at Marvel, and they fired you and had to bring you back. And then we know for a fact you're going to get rid of Ezra. You don't do it. Okay, this needs to be the greatest piece of cinema we have ever seen come out of a comic book movie. Strictly because of all of these compounding factors.
Yeah.
It's not really James' fault, but it also is.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that's why he's not quick to fire Ezra? Because he's like, I've been.
Wait, we're getting into that. We gonna get in. That's a part of this stuff. Y'all spoiling the spoils. No, we gonna get the trust. We're gonna get there. I would just go there now, but there's a couple more little announcements.
There's a couple more.
Yeah. We already got to skip a couple.
My fault.
No, it's all good. We're gonna get there because I got questions. But anyway, yeah. So Kraven the Hunter. It's Sony time. We're gonna
Sony time.
Yeah.
Sony time.
It's 2 more left. Just because for time a little bit. But yeah, Kraven the Hunter. Apparently they shown footage. We didn't get anything leaked out or anything, but everyone did say. Actually, we could pop it up in the notes. Look at that. Hold up. There
Apparently,
footage, right?
it gets a little gruesome.
Yeah,
and they pushing the R rating on this one. This is the Aaron Taylor Johnson led Kraven the Hunter Sony film.
That makes
so
sense.
he is in a vest and slices up a military convoy in very bloody fashion. He also uses foot traps on enemies while also biting off someone's face. And the end of it, there's a teaser to a character, and it says, Don't you want to know why they call me the Rhino? Then he transforms into a rhino, and he's a person.
He transforms into a rhino. Okay, what's it? Animorphs?
Yeah. So that's what we got. That's what we got, yo.
No,
interesting. I'll say that.
Transformers: Rise of the Beast.
Right.
I just can't believe he's a human that turns to a rhino. Because honestly,
that's a choice. That's definitely a choice.
And I'm gonna be real. I know this what's gonna happen, but y'all wasted this shit. I'm gonna say it. Sorry, I wasted the shit out of Paul Giamatti. Y'all wasted his time, his days. Like, he could have been relaxing. Why did y'all get? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Paul Giamatti. Wait, we've talked about this. That man is way too nice of an actor, and y'all gonna make him Rhino. Now you're gonna get this random man.
I mean, hold up. Paul Giamatti, when he Rhino in the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man?
Yeah, and they wasted this. That was the only Rhino we ever seen.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
That's cool.
I don't. Ooh, that's so mean.
No,
I'm not talking about the movies.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying,
no. I don't have a problem with Paul Giamatti. It's just like Rhino. I want to see what this is going to be.
You want to see a human turn into a rhino? No, I'm just asking. Like, I'm wondering, picking your brain.
It's just the fact that one, this is allegedly pushing R,
right? No,
right.
Everything else, and you don't even got to say all those.
Yeah, but
you want to see the human turn to a rhino? That's why I'm asking. That's all.
Let's see it.
Yeah,
but no. What I was gonna say is because I remember us hearing like rumors and leaks about the Kraven movie and how like they don't know what they're doing and we don't. He's gonna be like working for PETA.
Apparently, still might be a thing.
Okay, but then he's like gruesomely like
murdering humans.
Yeah,
for the animals.
This is what PETA would do if they could.
Baby,
hey man,
they got tired of throwing the red.
This movie.
They got tired of throwing the red paint.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you gonna get in trouble with PETA? I won't get.
They say tweets not enough. We need action.
Right. All right. Look at Sony
doing
the good work.
Off noses. Yeah, if we're getting.
I mean, are y'all? This is a question here.
Yeah, there we go.
Honestly,
Yeah.
We could ask this question and move on. Are y'all excited for this Kraven movie at all, based on what y'all hearing?
No.
Wait. He said at all though. No, at all. Okay.
The R rating doesn't entice you a little bit? No.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I can respect it.
Go ahead, Rico.
My thing is this: you was able to get away with it a little bit with Venom, and even that was still kind of like, all right, where is the guy that thwips? Where is he? Kraven. I don't know. Now, this is me being slightly ignorant to everything that goes on in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean, in the Marvel comics and whatnot. To me, Kraven is always with Spider-Man. That was his big, like, that's the hunt. That's what I'm here for, is to come after Spider-Man. I don't understand what his goal is if it's not to hunt Spider-Man. Personally, I know that this is just his job. This is what he does. I
might got an answer for you though, because there's a rumor that it has to do with his father.
And Russell Crowe plays his father.
Russell Crowe is his dad, who is the original Kraven. The Kraven the Hunter that is Aaron Taylor Johnson is another Kraven.
Okay.
Yes. These are rumors, by the way. This is only things that we've heard a while ago. Mm-hmm. We don't even know if this is kept because that's not what they showed in the footage. They just showed him eating stuff, right? But apparently that is the plot for this, and then somewhere towards a post-credit or end of the film type of thing will tease into this unknown Spider-Man that doesn't exist in Sony yet. Mm. Yeah,
I don't know, man. It's just
I don't know, Phil. I don't know.
It's just one of those things where, like, Aaron Taylor Johnson, great actor. I enjoyed him in Bullet Train. I just think
interesting.
Overall,
what else did you enjoy him in?
Be quiet. Maybe he's I
Kick-Ass, man. Don't forget.
Kick-Ass. Marvel too. What we talking about?
All we had to do was say Kick-Ass. That's the movie I know I'm from.
True. Wow, that's crazy. I think Quicksilver before I think Kick-Ass. But Kick-Ass is a classic. So
That's fair.
Yeah. But yeah, so I just think because Sony is trying to like build this like anti-hero cinematic universe without having like Spider-Man in the center of it, it's kind of tough.
It is.
Venom is kind of cool because it's just like, oh, okay, like I guess that makes sense. And then it's like, oh, well, yeah, he still left the remnant of himself in the MCU, so it's kind of like it's all kind of connected. Kraven, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I'm gonna watch it, but it's just one of those like, am I excited for it? No. I'll see it for a matinee until I start seeing like trailers that's really like leading to something. I just don't know what. I think the biggest thing is like, what could this story be about if you're not allowed to use Spider-Man? Venom you could get away with because Venom in the comics has turned into an anti-hero. So it's kind of like, what can you do with Kraven? Who is he hunting? What is the purpose of Kraven right now if he's not going after the prized possession, which for him, to my knowledge, has always been Spider-Man.
It's people that kill animals. Sorry.
So he's John Wick.
Basically.
Yes, but for all dogs and
for all dogs and cats and fishes and
like
bears and stuff.
Of the circle of life is what you're telling me.
Yes. Animal Wick.
Animal Wick.
Oh, Zoo Wick is crazy.
Zoo Wick is crazy. That sounds like
yo,
Fetty Wap and John Wick.
Don't make us do an album. You know what I'm saying?
You hear me?
Wait, what?
That sounds like Fetty Wap and John Wick.
Yo, that was immaculate.
Oh man,
the laugh don't hit enough. He need a better laugh. You know, I mean, wasn't the laugh. It's like, anyway,
chuckle.
No, but you spitting right now. By the way, I want to be excited for it because I feel like it's going to be bad. I just feel like it's not. It's not going to be great, no matter really what it is. We haven't seen Sony do otherwise, unless if it's Spider-Verse for for Marvel stuff. So it's I don't have any trust in them. I make jokes until I see otherwise. Honest, and it's not even. I'm not even trying to be rude about it. Like they just don't make great movies. Sometimes they don't make good. Most of the time they don't make good.
Spider people associated movies. They don't do.
I'm only talking about the Marvel things that they have. That's all I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm not dissing Sony at all. I mean, outside of Marvel, yes, I am.
Right.
But yeah, it's just like I'm with you, man. Like I can't get excited for this thing that we don't know where it's heading towards when you are this specific person's character. The R-rated thing does bump it at least 10%. I won't lie. That's just cool. I don't know why he's ripping people's noses off. That makes no sense at all.
It's like, yo, why?
Like, why? You're vicious. Well, don't do that.
Like, I got your nose.
Sorry.
I would rather you not, though. Can I have that back?
Leave that little doggy alone.
Oh my god! And it's really like, are they just gonna be like hurting animals? And he's like, not in mine, not in my city. I don't know. We're gonna see, right?
Instead of defending the innocent, he's defending the animals.
Mm-hmm. Yes, apparently,
I mean, they innocent to some people.
As long as he don't show up to a fish fry acting up, that's all I care about.
Oh my god! Get into a black neighborhood.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god! They're like, yo,
Louisiana.
They're like, you biting noses, Kyle? You biting noses? All right, we might gotta.
Oh my god! Next one.
Sorry.
Wow, bro. All right. So the final thing we got to talk about, we got some Spider-Verse news. We got a lot of that. They gave us a lot of that during CinemaCon and also after CinemaCon. So first thing, they did show a clip of Across the Spider-Verse.
Can I say something?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
When it comes to Kraven, I'm interested in it. That's not something I normally say about these.
No, yeah, I'm like, I paused. I'm like, what?
Gash.
Rico said
the Madam Web film also has my interest.
Me too. Okay, you spitting. Where we at?
I'm okay. However, the thing that has me intrigued about Kraven, it's not the R rating. It's certainly not Aaron Taylor Johnson. It's actually the Rhino part where he was like, "Don't you want to know why they call me the Rhino?"
No way.
Like, they said like his skin sort of
peels off,
right?
Yeah,
and it becomes like a rhino because like if I'm correct, in the Ultimate Spider-Man, Kraven can turn into a goddamn lion. So if you're telling me they're going to turn Aaron Taylor Johnson into a biped
you might be
lion, that could be interesting.
My man is Beast Boy, and we ain't know.
Sony would do.
Right, that is
because like I think it was Edge of Time, the Spider-Man game. For like the PlayStation 3 that came out, you also fight Kraven in that game, and if I'm correct, he turns into like a lion, or he's at least fueled by like the powers of a lion. And I was like, that's interesting, because like you're saying, when it comes to Kraven, his ultimate catch is Spider-Man, the person that the one animal that he cannot defeat. So he turns into this amalgamation of, hey, I'm just gonna become every animal so I can beat your ass. So like, maybe he's doing that. But for like, if Rhino is indeed the main villain, that's interesting. You kind of have like the king of the jungle, like if he turns into a lion versus probably one of the toughest, baddest mofo's in the jungle, being a rhino. So
there's something there you saying, right?
It could be interesting.
He said it's a foundation.
There's a base here. Yeah. I'm with you, man. The bread is on the table.
Doing, I guess, man.
Honestly, I think even if this joint is good or bad, Madam Web is going to be the one that's probably the changer. Like for all of our opinions. I think if they kind of kill it, or at least make it connect in a way that we're like, that ain't that bad. You know what I mean? We'll probably kind of all be invested a little bit, especially when we see what's going on with Spider-Verse. But Spider-Verse.
Oh yeah. So yeah. They dropped a lot of Spider-Verse news during CinemaCon and after CinemaCon. So they showed some clips from Spider-Verse. I think it was of him and Gwen, I guess, more of that type of stuff.
And them talking about how they've been trying.
She was kind of explaining them the
spider people,
all the spider people and all that stuff like that.
Yeah, apparently they've been trying to put back together the Spider-Verse or the multiverse for a month so far, I think is what they said.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got that. Apparently it's going to be a short film.
Yeah,
a Spider-Man.
The Way of the Spiders.
I put in here. Give me a sec, because I got what it's about. Hold on. Okay, the Spider-Verse short film. Yep, The Spider Within follows Miles as he experiences a panic attack, which forces him to confront the manifestations of his anxiety and learn that reaching out for help can be just as brave as an act as protecting his city from evil.
Oh wow, I didn't know it was about mental health. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
And the last, I think, extra thing is Andy Samberg is playing Ben Reilly.
That's fire.
Now, here's about that. Is that confirmed?
Yes.
Or is that just
that's confirmed?
No, that's confirmed.
That's confirmed.
Yeah. Because it was him and the other guy from The Lonely Island. Because the other guy from The Lonely
Island already
had
a spot.
Yeah.
He
was Green Goblin.
Oh, is he? I didn't even hear what the
one of the have you ever seen
wait, so even though it was probably a different Green Goblin, right? From the one that was in Spider-Verse. Because didn't he die?
Well,
the Goblin.
I think so. Yeah, because he was the monster Green Goblin.
Yeah.
Right.
I think his name is Jorma.
Jorma. Yeah.
He played Norman in Into the Spider-Verse.
No way.
And if Andy Samberg is the one tackling Ben Reilly, that's interesting. Yeah, and that makes a lot of sense. I just didn't know if it was confirmed, because I remember like reading an article. They were like, hey, the rest of the cast doesn't even know who Ben Reilly is. And then magically someone was like, Andy Samberg is somewhere in the movie. Just watch it. And then they were like, it's in an unspecified role.
Yeah,
and I was like, all right. So then I just felt like people just put one together. Said, this clearly has to be that. But like, I thought it was a rumor. But if it's confirmed.
Yeah, it came out in the article.
Yeah, it's confirmed he's Ben Reilly.
It was exactly the way you just said it, though. That timeline was literally, it was weird. Because we actually both were like, hey, wouldn't it be wild if he's Ben Reilly? Once we saw that Andy was just in the movie. And then we were like, oh, next day, look, he's Ben Reilly. So yeah, it was kind of fast and weird.
Imagine keeping that secret from your cast just for it to break on the internet. Like,
that is kind of crazy.
Later.
And it's no disrespect to Andy Samberg, but it's just like, Andy Samberg. Why did y'all keep that so close to the chest? I like Andy Samberg, and this was good, but it was like you didn't have to keep it a secret. Maybe it was paperwork or something.
Or maybe we're mixing, or maybe we're all mixing up the quote, because I do remember there's a quote from one of the Millers or both of them saying, because someone asked them what their favorite cameo in the movie is, and they said they can't tell anyone because it's a surprise.
I doubt that's it.
So I'm thinking, do you think that's what we're thinking?
I'm gonna say y'all
the
think
thing was.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all putting a little too much on Andy Samberg.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Andy Samberg,
I'm not saying that. I'm saying, do you think we got the quotes could have been confused? Because it seemed like he was saying he was keeping that from the cast also. Like no one knows who this cameo is. Maybe the cameo was it and not Ben Reilly was what he was talking about.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Because I'm with you. Because I don't think Andy Samberg is that like. I love Andy Samberg.
Might step up to the plate and knock the shit out of the park. You feel me?
I'm curious to see how much time he has because we got a lot of spiders that's going to take up some time.
That's
so
very
I
true.
did hear a rumor that apparently the way he's listed in the credits for this is like he is a subsequent role or something like that. And they said for apparently the next movie he might have a more main role. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Okay.
I got no clue.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just adding on to the hype that I already have for this
right,
film.
like,
You know, what
it
I mean?
didn't even matter.
Yeah, I don't. You just
was
throwing
here.
icing on top of the cake
Yes,
at
you
this
are.
point
Yes, you
because I
are.
was already sold.
At this point, I'm gonna be sick from eating it. Like, there's a lot of ice in a good way.
You're a
I'm
menace.
gonna throw up in the theater.
Throw up in the theater. I might. They just warn me though. I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, is that like we got to get two different?
That's crazy.
But yeah, y'all. Is there really more to say? Like, what do y'all have is there to say stuff about this? My only question was like, when does the short film drop? Like,
Yeah, that was the only thing I don't think we
Mm.
got like any more information
Like,
about
what
the
is
short
that?
film.
Yeah.
Like, is that going to show during other films
Right.
before? You know what I mean?
Is that a thing that'd be dope?
That.
That'd be super
Yeah.
cool. Super
But-
cool.
Because Sony doesn't have like a streaming platform.
No.
So,
No, they
like,
don't.
Where are they going to release it?
Unless they give
Maybe
it
it's
to
gonna be on
Disney
YouTube?
Plus.
Could
That
be
too.
on
YouTube too. Yeah.
True, they drop content and stuff like that. Oh, there was another one. They apparently at that footage they heard a lot of Metro's music for the.
Awesome.
Oh,
Nice.
He's doing the music for that joint.
Yeah, and he has a billboard that was for CinemaCon. Like around CinemaCon, there was a huge billboard saying like text a certain number for Metro something Spider-Verse. Like they doing some stuff.
That's
for him.
hard. Okay.
Yeah, so he in the mix. Metro.
Yeah. I like that. I like that. I'm curious to see because switching to the music part of that, I know obviously we all know Sunflower from the first film was huge. That joint went diamond, right?
He hits. Yeah.
Right. So I'm curious, are they going to have like another song that's going to be like, obviously you can't replicate that. We don't know, like you can't really determine if that's going to do that. But
I think that's why they got Metro.
But I was going to say, like, I'm curious to know what type of, like, is it going to be like a single or some type of song that stands out from the film that they're going to push a little bit?
Good call.
Because I'm curious.
Or it might just be like whole album. Maybe they're going the way that like Kendrick did the first time, where they're just like, we're just going to push this album and maybe a bunch of songs or a couple little hits.
Right.
I would
I think
assume.
it'll be the whole. I think it's gonna be the whole album.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna have probably like one go crazy during like the climactic moments.
Right.
But I think in general, I think Metro's going for a whole like
True.
like experience.
Because also remember the first movie, the soundtrack was really kind of, I'm not gonna say integral, but like it hit in very good moments.
It was a wonderful
song,
soundtrack.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
And the way it
wonderful
popped into the movie, I remember the certain scene with like the Thai song when he's about to go into the, damn, somebody help me, he's about to do the flip on the building thing.
Oh, at the,
and that Ty Dolla $ign song, like there's moments that the songs stick out really well. But like I'm thinking like a Metro album with this. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Like this,
I'm just curious what the features is gonna be, to be
I'm
honest,
be in
bro.
the theater, like
Like-
losing my brain.
Yeah.
Why are you ducking?
Future out of nowhere.
I honestly thought that the Spider-Verse album should have won over the Black Panther album.
Whoa!
You talking about the first Black Panther, John?
Oh,
Nah, that was
I
different,
like this debate. We got to do that off the pop. Wow. You think it's a better soundtrack?
You know where to find me.
Okay, we're gonna talk about this. What you think about that? Real quick, before we gonna move past it. What you think about that? Right, that's
Well,
a crazy
just
one.
because
Killmonger.
come on, that's right.
Come on.
Just
Mr.
because it
Ryan.
was so like he basically told the story of the film in the album. Like that's
I don't know if you know about the King's Dead, Joe, and how literally he's writing at the end of the song. His verse is from the perspective of Killmonger, like he's rapping as Killmonger.
Yes.
Like there's a lot
I
of
have to
things.
listen to it again.
Yeah, no, that's still a good soundtrack.
Yeah,
That soundtrack holds.
Still a good
I
joint.
I just thought the
those songs on their
Spider-Verse
own.
no, I got Bob's. You right.
so good.
It
No,
is.
it's good Jones
It's
on there.
great.
Yeah.
Even outside of Sunflower, because Sunflower got overplayed.
Yeah, it did. 100%.
Like,
Yeah.
Hide, What's Up
Yeah.
Danger is fantastic.
Oh, What's Up Danger was
What's Up
going.
Danger?
Yeah. I'm gonna look up this while you look at it. It was a sturdy
the
song.
song by Jaden Smith, fantastic.
Wait, which one Jaden got on there? Let me go back now. We both got to
It was
re-listen
like
to
the
these.
second biggest song after
Yeah.
Sunflower, but Sunflower just was like,
Jeez.
I just thought the Spider-Verse trailer was trailer. Goddamn, the album was fantastic. Trailer's really good too, and everything y'all talking about with like the fact that this one is supposed to be like a love story between Miles and Gwen at the core of it, and all that stuff. My only thing with this film is there's still, to the naked eye, the villain of the movie is Miguel. However,
It's not.
the main
Right.
villain's supposed to
I
be
think it's
Spot.
so on purpose
So-
though, and I kind of like it. Do you not?
It's got to be, but however, it gets me afraid.
Okay.
Because the first movie wasn't a hit until it hit streaming. You know what I mean? Like, we all knew it was a hit.
Yeah, it became a
but
poster.
To the main, correct.
Oh, we talking about Spider-Verse?
Yeah.
Spider-Verse.
Because I saw that on Netflix.
It didn't make a lot of money.
Most people did. Yeah, it
in
didn't.
theaters because it also came out against like Aquaman. It came out against Bumblebee and I think Mary Poppins. So like it kind of had major competition around that time. But like this one, it's got a sale. I'm not saying I'm not doubting it. It just because the first one was so good, I hold it to such a high level that I want the sequel and the next one to be better. You know what I mean? And the fact that they're promoting it with Miguel being this an immovable force for Miles.
Yeah.
And then ultimately for people who see it as that, get in the theater and they're like, oh wait, it's the Spot guy?
Yeah.
Wait,
you know what?
weren't even promoting this guy.
You actually have a great point. Hold on. Someone today popped up on Twitter. They reposted the trailer for the first movie. And it reminded I haven't seen it in a long time, and I watched it, and someone quoted it and was like, "Wow, I love this movie to death, but it promoted such a different film than what we actually got." Right. And then I thought about that, and I was like, "Wow!" When I was in the theater and saw that trailer for the first time, I was like, "Ooh, fire!" Not even thinking it's called Into the Spider. Literally, not even. I'm just like, Miles, Black Spider-Man. We getting a movie? All right, bet. Then I forgot all about it. You're right. A bunch of movies came out. Saw that it was on Netflix one day, watched it, and then went on the internet and saw that everyone that had that experience was like, oh, this is one of the greatest things ever. Oh, okay, cool. We're late to this. But because of that, I'm like, I think it's on purpose. I think they know that they're like, we have all, because there was no multiverse in that first trailer. Not a lick of a multiverse mention. No, I don't even think barely anyone spoke in the trailer. It's him running around, and at the end of the trailer, he flips his mask.
What's Up Danger jaunt.
Yes, it is. And you see the Prowler once. You see the Prowler chasing him one time. The rest is him in the city. So I'm like, think about how big that movie is. We all know how much it's in that film, you know?
I still feel like it's a lot that we don't know about this joint,
right.
Especially with it being part one and part two. Like, we don't even know how, like, right. Because we're like, what is going to be so pressing that we need to continue the story in another movie that's coming out pretty much soon after that, after this one, you know?
Snowden was just saying, like, oh, sorry, not to cut you off, Rico. Go ahead. I think Snowden was like, well, maybe people might feel like it's false advertisement, right? As a lack of a better, right? They'll be like, oh, I didn't come to see this.
I do think I'm pretty sure Miguel will be some sort of antagonist. He's going to be
as a part of it.
But like, I'm sure it's like I think that might be a red herring on what's the real big issue.
Hey, bro, I think what we've seen is literally maybe the first 30
15
to 45
minutes.
Yeah. Of just like, oh, hi, my name is Miles. You're not supposed to be here. So, like, we got to take care of this because, like Snowden said, if the main villain is supposed to be Spot, who was leading to all of these shenanigans within the multiverse, you eventually got to get back to that. So, I don't know if it's one of two ways. It's either it's like you said, a red herring to make everybody think Miles and Miguel are going to be going at it for the whole movie, and then it's like, oh, by the way, or it's no, we're getting this out the way. You're not supposed to be here. I belong here. Yada yada yada. Okay, truce for whatever reason. And then, by the way, Spot is the actual big bad, which bleeds into the second movie. So it's like I don't think we're gonna go into this with any real conclusion because like you said, if it's supposed to be a part two that's coming up like right afterwards. There's more happening. I don't know if it's going to lead to maybe somebody being lost within the multiverse. And it's like a trying to find my way back type of way back.
Okay.
I'm curious like what direction they decide to take it. But I have a feeling that the Miles versus Miguel is only like maybe a 30-minute at the most like problem that they got to deal with.
I was about to say bring something else up. We might all just be, because we're obviously poking because one, we're excited, and two, the trailer is throwing us off on purpose. Like we're all saying, right? I think we might all kind of be off. The more I think about everything that we're saying right now, I'm like, all right, this movie is obviously, like you just said, leading to this next show, and we have no idea what's going to be so big that it has to be beyond the Spider-Verse, right? And I'm thinking of how this Miguel thing is kind of tricked up and everything. It could be. Remember how there's parts of the trailer where it's like they're building a team? That's what they've been promoting so far. Like, we're building this Spider-Verse team and we're going to go save the multiverse or whatever the actual thing is. And then you see at another part of the trailer, Miguel's coming at him with all the other Spider people, right? Mm-hmm. But at first it's like gang. Even though he don't want him to be here, he's like, yeah, we're together though, right? I'm having a feeling that they might not even like. They might be a team the entire time, right? And then at some point in this movie, because we don't even know how long the movie is, it's probably like 2:20 or something sturdy. You know what I mean? Probably somewhere far in the movie, he has to make that decision to pick something, and he's like, I'm obviously doing however I want to go about this. And that's why they all come at him, and that's the only time that he becomes the villain. Like, it's almost like Miles is the villain to them. You know what I mean? I don't even know. I don't think it's going to, like, Spot is probably something that is going to. Because even push him
not to cut you off
the universe. You know what I mean?
Because even how they showcased him in the trailer, it was very very small thing, and it was like a comedic,
jokey.
Right? And it was a very comedic, and they kind of got off it quick. So I'm curious to see what role he plays in this full film.
I'm thinking like by the end of the movie, Miles is probably going to crack the whole multiverse by him running away from something, like messing it up. You know what I mean?
I feel like Spot isn't even quote unquote the main villain. I think something happens to him, and it's like it unlocks something. Like I don't so
purely by accident.
Yeah, by accident type of stuff. Because like Snowden said, they introduced him almost as like a joke. Like he's got a loaf of bread going in his mouth and not his stomach. Like it seems like it's supposed to be a joke, but something happens, whether he accidentally unlocks an ability he didn't know he had, and then it leads to all of this. So then Miguel is like, this is your fault. This is your guy messing stuff up.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe that's the direction they decide to take. I'm excited regardless, because like you said, I don't even know if I watched it in theaters. But it's just one of those things, like knowing what they're capable of now. It's like, okay, yeah, we can do this. So I'm excited regardless, and I hope we're all wrong, and it's just something like way out.
Like we don't even have a clue, right? Yeah, that'd be sick. Yeah, that'd be amazing.
I'm so afraid for this movie.
Stop it! It's going to be amazing. I know you're nervous. It's going to be.
Can we also just send the praises to the posters?
Oh, they're killing.
The posters have been stupid.
Nah, they're
bro. Yo, the one I think the one you had made your TikTok about or your reel about
with
somebody, with the mask, and you see Miguel in the mask. Somebody did like a side by side on Twitter with that poster, and I think it was the Spider-Man 1, Toby poster, and it was very similar. The way Spider-Man,
reflection and stuff?
Yes,
yeah, I can see the poster right now in my brain.
And the reflection was Green Goblin was in reflection.
It is Green Goblin in reflection. Yeah,
Mary Jane, and
it's something else in the other one, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So I think that's dope. If that was a callback to that, I think that's really cool.
Yo, y'all ready? To piggyback on, y'all ready to see Toby, Andrew, and Tom be like the main people with Miles in this next movie? Because I got a feeling that's what's happening.
I'd be mad.
I have a feeling that's what's going to happen.
Don't take what Miles has built away from him.
Do y'all think you would do that? What are y'all talking about? Even if what I'm saying is the thing, do you think that they would allow this with what we've seen of Miles? Y'all seen how many characters they got in that first movie, and even more in this one? It's definitely still going to be a Miles story. You know what I mean?
That it's going to be like that. I pray it's simply like a cameo. Mm-hmm. Like, hey,
I mean, because they name dropped.
I don't know. I think it's going to get a little more integral than that, though, with the connection to Marvel.
You read the actual Spider-Verse?
I've read parts of it.
So, like, there's like this funny thing, and I think I've talked about this on the podcast before, and this is all I need from them. Like when they're fighting Merlin and the rest of the Inheritors and stuff, they send Miles and the Ultimate Spider-Man from the cartoon, the Drake Bell one, to go get more enforcements. And they go, that's crazy. I could have swore I saw the guy from Social Network. And then the guy goes, and then the other one goes, yeah, no, that's weird because I thought I saw the guy from Seabiscuit. If you want to like pan over to them and show them all talking to each other, I don't need any more of the pointing meme. Yeah. I'm done with that.
True.
But if you just want to have them swinging, say something. Hey, man, I'm from this. I be swinging around with Iron Man.
I'm with you, man, but I feel like y'all gonna be. I think it's gonna be a little more
right because I don't think they name dropped the Tom Holland one.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all might be a little sad because I think they're gonna be a lot more in it than you think. Yeah,
I don't want that. There's way too many original Spider people that they could talk about just to focus on.
I feel like they're about to go through all of them in this movie, though. You know, with the amount of.
What's the point of the part 2?
What is beyond the Spider-Verse, y'all?
That's what I'm saying.
What is beyond the Spider-Verse?
I've been asking that question for a while. What does that even mean?
I'm telling you, it is live action. But we'll see. We'll see.
Is that supposed to come out around the time Madam Web comes out? Like, what's the timelines?
I wouldn't be surprised, but I do have a feeling that Madam Web and Spider-Verse are connecting every single Spider-Man anything.
Jesus.
I have a feeling.
I guess that's interesting. We'll see.
It's just these little rumors, and then you see the movie, and then it's like again, what is beyond? Like, what's beyond?
What is that?
What does that mean?
Spider-Verse?
If this has every single Spider-Man that we all met, like we're to the point where we're like, who don't they got? You know what I mean?
Like, bro, they pulling video game Spider-Man.
Like,
they pulling
what?
animated series Spider-Man.
And more than one video game version, right? They got the PlayStation 1 joint and the one from PlayStation.
I didn't peep that.
You didn't see the one, the old looking one?
One?
Yeah, it's like, bro, I think it's almost every single one besides the ones that we mainly know.
Right. And if y'all remember correctly, Tom Holland was supposed to be in the first one.
Was.
But they wanted to scrapping that.
And they probably scrapped it
because he said
they
that
got something big in mind.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see.
Hey, man, it be y'all know y'all would lose y'all mind. Even if it was just, they don't keep it this way, but if like Shamik Moore just like opens
you seen them talking about it.
Yeah.
I think they can pull it off.
They might do it for a scene.
I think they can pull it off if they don't show his face.
Really? I don't think it'll be that bad.
Like it could be some weird. Like this is.
You don't think?
I don't want to go.
If they showed his face though, you don't think it'd be weird?
No, I think it would be weird.
Why?
It's
the age or something. Like what is?
Yeah. Because Miles is supposed to be it don't match up. But if they do some weird,
even a scene, I kind of hear.
If they do some, I don't want to go on a tangent. We got to move on to the next one.
I know.
But I can see him like putting his hand through a portal and then it's real on the other side. You know what I mean? But they don't.
And that's it. No, they're going on. Zen, if they do that, they're going over. Come on. Yeah. If they do they're going.
What if they do a whole sequence, a fight sequence when it's going back and forth?
Oh, for sure. And it fades to black.
I would, but that means you would see his face. You know?
No, I mean the mask is on, so you aren't gonna see his face.
That would be so.
I feel like that's a post-credit scene, though.
Not for the Beyond. We saying if this is in Beyond. We're not even talking about this one.
Yeah.
Because I think Beyond is something that no one knows about.
Miles doing live action and Beyond?
That's what we say. I think that's the only reason it's called Beyond is because what is Beyond?
Do we keep
the Spider-Verse? More? That's what we're saying. He thinks that they should not show his face. I'm saying if it's not the whole
movie. You're talking about Tom this whole time. I'm sorry. I'm like, I guess you.
Oh, no, they're going to show Tom Holland face.
Because the rumor for the Tom Holland cameo that's supposed to pop up.
You talking about the one that was supposed to be?
The rumor that's either this one or the next one, he is live action. He's not an animation. Like, I haven't heard an animated version of Tom. I heard Tom is Tom. And I don't know if it's that with anime. Exactly. Like, where they cross it with live action and
because I can definitely see, like,
see that too.
I don't know. I don't want to. Come on, we got to go on. You
don't want one more?
Nah, I don't want one more.
I want to hear it.
I'm just excited for this.
Can you? You gonna remember off the spot?
I'll remember.
You better remember.
you better write it down.
Yeah. This next one, we got a lot. We got a lot to talk about on this one.
This might be the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the last one for.
Yeah. So this one.
There's a lot going on in this.
All right, I'm gonna preface it with this. We've been talking about this for maybe a year now.
Since the first Fantastic Four movie came out.
No,
I'm just playing.
But it might as well be.
Feels that long.
It might as well be, right? So we're still talking casting rumors for Fantastic Four. It's just been a lot of this past week or two or whatever. It's been a lot of they throwing a lot of names out here.
We didn't change races. We didn't change genders.
Yeah,
everything. We didn't change writers. Everything is new.
Exactly. So I'll start with one, and we kind of will just go through and then everybody get their thoughts on these developments. So the first thing that we've been hearing, this one has been a little bit consistent, and from what we've been hearing. This one is close to being locked in.
Yeah. To the point where I don't even think it's been denied really anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
So people are saying that Adam Driver will be playing Reed Richards in the MCU's Fantastic Four film. And
you want to keep going? Or you want to stay on that first?
Yeah, we could talk about that real quick. How do y'all feel? I know we talked about it briefly in the chat and stuff like that. How do y'all feel about that casting? Because I know we jumped around a lot over the past couple months from people saying Krasinski's coming back to we heard what was it, Diego Luna, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Diego Luna, somebody help me. Penny something from you.
Penn Badgley
was up there as well.
There's another one, but yeah, that's the main.
It was a few.
Yeah. Oh God, Slumdog Millionaire.
Dev Patel.
Dev.
Yes. We kind of jumped all over the place with a lot of these names. And it finally seems like they're locking in on Adam Driver, which I think is a great pick personally. But what do you guys think about that?
I'll go. I'll say why I think it's a great pick. Okay. We're all friends here. Podcast.
Is this a safe
We've
space?
spoken about this already, but just to I guess clarify more, so we all say. But we were all spitting in that conversation that day because it's like, I don't know, man. I think the media has made us be this way with this because we don't really all care as long as it's good. I think all four of us do not care. We just want it to be good, even if this is a guy we don't know. Honestly, it might be better because it's like. Clean slate. It's hard. I would feel horrible for that person, which is why I think they chose an actor that could handle this, because that's kind of messed up to give it to a new person, and if they're gonna get death, you know what I'm saying? It would be bad. It would be. It would just be a lot for someone new, right? But anyway, with that being said, I personally think that Adam Driver, out of all the people we just named, one might just even have more movies in all of them to show his range, let alone being different types of roles.
Like, bro,
every
Kylo
time.
Ren versus Marriage Story
Is
versus
not. Come on, White Noise.
Most recent White Noise. Like, those are very
Black Klansman is another level. Like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I've seen him just be very, very different. And then you do see stuff in like 65 where he is an action man, and then the Kylo Ren. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, and I heard that, and Snowden even said that movie was trash. But I bet, was he trash? He was probably fire, wasn't he?
And what?
In 65. Did you say he was
Oh,
cool?
I didn't see that.
Oh,
I seen it.
no.
I
You
seen
saw it. Was he good?
Yes.
Yeah. It's just he always knows the assignment every single time. Right. And if it's to your liking or not, I guess it's just personal taste for most people. And because I know a lot of people think that he doesn't look the way that Reed Richards would look if you look at the comic books or look at what you've seen so far. But it's like, guys, make him exist. So like, I think if you do that and a nice little haircut, change the hair color up a little bit.
Bro, half them people wearing wigs. A lot of these movies that we
like
seeing,
what
so,
you know.
So
I mean? As long as he looks the part when it happens, I can't wait to see him be emotional as Reed. Like, it'll honestly be incredible and kind of better than everybody they name. Like, if I'm thinking of all of them be emotional in a big scene and looking at Adam, I'm like, yeah, give me Adam. You know what I mean? So that's for me.
See, I'm okay with it, but actually for the opposite reason, because Reed Richards, from what I know, it was displayed a little bit in the two movies, not the Fox one, in the two OG ones. He has that semblance. He's a lot like what Tony was in the MCU. I'm the only one that can fix every single thing. Even if I got to go through my own family to do it, I'm going to figure out a way how to fix this. And I think Adam Driver can display that perfectly. But by that same token, that's why I thought Adam Driver would have been better as Dr. Doom. Because Dr. Doom has a lot of this, which is why Dr. Doom and Reed Richards don't get
similar.
along. They have so many tendencies that are the same. The Doom will just go a little bit farther. Although we have seen Reed go farther as well. So I like it. I think this is a great actor. I think he, to my knowledge and the stuff I've seen him in, he's yet to have a bad performance. I don't see him doing this wrong. I want him to display, I don't want to misterm the mental thing, but it's my way or the highway mindset.
Right.
I want to see him display that. I want to see him struggle with the humanity of having a wife and having essentially a nuclear family, because everybody wants, this is the first family in Marvel. This family got a lot of problems, and I think Adam Driver is the best person to be the face of these here problems.
Yeah, y'all gotta watch White Noise.
He's a great person to be the face of these problems. I still personally, just for looks, like Krasinski as Reed. That's me being selfish. But Adam Driver, if this is his role, he's going to do a great job. I still personally think he would be better as Doom, but he's going to do great as Reed if he's given Reed. I don't think he can really fail in either situation, personally.
Agree. Snow?
Is he a great actor? Yes. I just feel like to give him the role is doing John Krasinski a misservice or unjust
disservice. We knew what you're saying.
Yeah. Because everyone likes to complain about his little cameo. And I'm like, yeah, but that's exactly what it was, a cameo. He didn't get time to flesh out what he thinks the character would be in a 2-hour film. He didn't get to explore the depths of who Reed is. He simply delivered 4 lines and then got killed.
Yeah, for real.
It's not fair to give this role to somebody right off the rip because of that. You know what I mean? And I I wish Krasinski got another chance to go at the role and prove people wrong. You know what I mean? Because if there's one thing that we can all agree on, at least I hope, is that Marvel's casting typically does not miss.
Yes.
I can't think of the last time that a Marvel casting was. Oh no, yes I can. Cassie Lang, you were miscast. You know what I mean? But like, other than her, I don't think there's been a single one where I've been like, that's bad for this character.
Right.
And the fact that whether it was fan service, whether it was him, batting for the role, or Kevin Feige going, I want to see this. There was a reason they went to John.
Yeah, and
you know what I mean?
Everybody screamed when he showed up.
Correct. So I just don't know if giving Reed to the next guy right off the rip is the best thing. But if there was, like
question.
we stated, out of everybody that we mentioned, I guess Adam is probably the best person to go to, unless you do Penn from you. But then again, I also don't want to typecast him and just keep him in the same kind of role, because he's going to be doing this for the next decade, whoever they choose. So don't have anything else on your schedule. You're going to be Reed. So I don't know. But we've also, even in the group chat, we've talked about how Driver has already been in a big franchise. And
Disney,
ask,
like already home.
Correct.
Right.
And depending on who you ask, he is the person that came out on top. You know what I mean? A lot of people like Ben Solo / Kylo Ren, and that's fine. So we'll see what happens. I just think John Krasinski is getting the short end of the stick. But if anybody was going to get the role, Driver is not a bad choice. There's far worse people that people have been saying for the role. So at least
shout out to them.
Yeah, much love to them. I just had one real quick question before we go on another Fantastic Four rumor, because like Jesus, so many. I wanted to ask you, Snowden, what would be in your world hypothetically, like what could they do? Because you said give him another chance, and I agree. I wish he could have just had something longer to be the chance. But what would it be like? Let's say he did it right, whatever that chance is that we create, and then we don't like it. Like, what would be the next thing as a movie company to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, would they just kill him off and then get another Reed? Because I think that would be more messy. Or is like the Council of Reed thing, like, and then just switch them? Or what was your?
If there's something in which we don't like his portrayal,
right?
I'm assuming it starts with the writing, just like any one of these characters. So maybe they just didn't get the right person to write him. You know what I mean? But if the writing for everybody else is really good and John Krasinski simply isn't it,
right?
Then
that's hypothetical, right?
I don't know.
What would you do? I'm saying that's the hard part. You know what I mean? Because they're going off of like, oh, are we going to sign this man for 7 movies or whatever it is? And we saw that even though it was only 4 lines, they didn't like it as much as we thought that they. You know what I mean? Or do we get this dude that we, clean slate and let's just try it?
What if it's Driver and we don't like Driver? What do we do then?
Exactly. But I'm just thinking in their brain, they're like, he got a clean slate. Like, we saw this dude already. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like,
no. I totally see you. And to be honest with you, I don't even know what you would do in those situations.
I know what you said. Yeah.
There's been situations where they've recasted people. There's been situations, and
I just think they're scared to do that with Fantastic Four. Specifically this role.
I think
it's like you got to knock it. Yes. So they're just like, we not going to play around. Y'all don't like this a little bit? Okay, get rid of the whole thing. It's almost like, bro, remember in the beginning, I didn't mean to cut you off. Remember your point. Remember in the beginning, we heard a billion versions of all of these people, like black people. Asian. We've heard every different race be Reed, right? We don't even hear them anymore. Like, they're just all these specific looking types of people, because they were like, all right, y'all didn't like all that. All right, you know what I mean? So I feel like they didn't probably went through hundreds of different types of versions.
I mean, it took them they know the gravitas of what this is supposed to be.
You in this word?
Yeah. No. I'm just saying, like, they know what this is. Like, I'll give them that. Like you said, the casting, they don't really miss with that.
Yep.
So I feel like they understand the assignment when it comes to what this is supposed to be. But that leads us to our next.
Come on now.
It leads us to our next one. Now this one is
transition.
How do I put it? Because I don't want to disrespect anybody we about to talk about. This one is a very off the wall pick, if you say.
If
Maybe
it's
I'm
the one
wrong.
that I think you're talking
I don't know what
about.
the one today, the one from today.
No. We're gonna say that one to last.
Okay.
The next one we're gonna talk about. We got to talk about it because everybody's talking about it right now. It's the Mila Kunis as the Thing.
What?
I'll go first, so we don't even got to talk about this long. Let's just dead it. I can make it a segment if you want, because she kind of. That's what I think.
She kind of debunked it a little bit. Too,
I was about to say,
allegedly.
like, should we even talk about? Because this is.
I mean, we had to. I know.
We talked about that. Like, do we even got to talk about it? Yes, we do, because it's so trendy right now.
Right.
But we wouldn't have normally, because it's like just silly, Not the idea of her playing it.
She's a great actress.
It has nothing to do with Mila Kunis, nor does it have to do with the concept of she thing, anything like that. It's like, y'all, this is the first. We just talked about this. This is the first time Marvel gets to do this. Like, Marvel, and they are not playing around. Did y'all actually believe this room? Like the more that, like, and I'm the one, by the way, in our group text, I'm the one that threw the rumor John in there, but I'm throwing it in there just to be like, this is interesting. But the more I thought about it and everyone taking it, and then I saw TMZ post it, I'm like, all right, y'all, all right. TMZ, I don't know if y'all saw, TMZ quoted the damn tweet that I sent y'all. So it's like, y'all don't even know what's going on.
This is going on.
It's like, this is too much. And then Mila Kunis the next day or whatever was like, yeah, y'all, apparently you can't go have coffee with a friend.
Because this all stemmed from the Mac Chapman.
Yes, she goes, apparently I had coffee with a friend and now I'm in Fantastic Four. And she literally said, I'm not in it, but I know who is. So it's like, bro, we should all just shut up.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
I've been said this a long time, and it's crazy because anybody who ever wants to pull the receipts of me saying I don't want to talk about this, it's there.
It's there.
I mean, here we are.
We knew. It's your fault, damn it. Y'all the only reason we talking about this right now.
Yeah, like,
but yes.
I wasn't jumping over, to keep talking about Fantastic Four casting,
right,
but like, I feel like we're closer to the end of what
we're
this is
probably
going to be.
Get it soon, right?
At least San Diego Comic-Con, that's coming up in the next couple months. So
true, they said
we're
that's
going to
probably
know
where we're here,
very soon, I'm assuming, what this is going to be.
Because they got to start shooting soon.
Yeah, at least by the end of the year.
Was it next year? It comes out or no? 2 years?
25, I think.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna get into the last casting.
Yes, because this to me is the juicy one.
So
what we talking about?
Who's the one that y'all got?
Oh, you don't know about the one today?
No.
Okay. So
this is
this is great. This is breaking news for y'all. So this is gonna be awesome to see our reaction. So allegedly, Margot Robbie is in the conversation. Allegedly been offered.
Why is Snowden being a hater? Snowden? Snowden?
Allegedly.
Why did you? What's going on? Now we got to get the snow first. What is that?
I didn't say anything.
What?
So let me set it up.
I'm
so
shocked at that.
Allegedly, Margot Robbie has been extended an offer for the role of Sue Storm in the upcoming Fantastic Four film. Yeah, and this is just came out recently, and then I think this is a very interesting pick.
Yeah, interesting is definitely a word.
Are y'all about to hate?
Hold on,
on this
let me get my positivity off real quick. Oh, no, okay, all right.
No, Snowden. Look at Snowden's pick. I don't know what's.
We go past you real quick.
Yep.
Okay, Snow, go. Stop. Go ahead.
Let me. I'm gonna just say,
yeah.
I like this pick personally. Yes. I think she has a great.
What you about to say?
She's a great actress. And I feel like she can handle what this is supposed to be. Yeah. But I see Snow. Go ahead.
No, he is hurt.
Just go ahead.
Yo, you really about to hate on Margot?
Finish what you're saying. She's a great actress.
She's a great actress, and I think apparently they've been talking to her for a while for Marvel in general.
Yeah.
For anything. Okay. So I don't. This isn't out of left field as much as we think it is, but it is. She hasn't been in the conversation as far as lately.
Exactly. And let's be honest, she's a more known actress than any single person that was nominated so far for this role. You know what I mean? So, like, that's also why it's like, oh, this late in the game, you went there to the highest of the, you know what I mean?
Like, her, if this is her and Adam Driver, I could see that going crazy. But what do y'all think?
Yeah, hold on. We got to get to Snow. I'm sorry. Hold on.
What do y'all think?
What's going on? What is this?
Wait. You just said she's probably the most popular or well-known actress out of people whose names were thrown in. Amanda Seyfried was nominated by the internet.
Margot Robbie is way bigger than
she got an Oscar.
Someone has an Oscar, and it's not Margot Robbie. Margot Robbie is more.
That's not what I'm talking. I don't think that matters if you have an Oscar. Now, there's a lot of people that I'm gonna be honest, man.
Well-known? Amanda Seyfried is in Mean Girls, cuz. She feels her boobs.
I'm talking about relevancy. That's all I'm speaking on.
Mean Girls is celebrated.
Amanda Seyfried is not relevant. No, I'm only talking about relevancy. Already, I'm going to say it like this: Who's more relevant, Drake or Jay-Z? Relevant. Okay, you get my point, right? There we go. It's Drake. Drake is more relevant. Who is bigger? Sure, Jay-Z, right? You can debate that. You can debate that. But who is hot right now? I ain't even hear Amanda's name in a... I heard today they doing Mamma Mia 3. The last time I saw her was like Les Mis. You know what I mean? It's been a little grip since she had a big movie. That's all I'm saying.
I am so tired of Margot Robbie's face.
They throwing her in everything.
And everything.
Because what white woman is better than her right now? Hold on, we about to get into this.
The thing is, she's not even a box office draw. Her movies kind of don't do good.
Right.
Did you see Babylon?
All right. Okay. That's the point.
She's the main face of Babylon.
I hear you, but then this goes into that like Jennifer Lawrence phase, and it's like Jennifer Lawrence is still a better actress than anybody we even name it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about quality of acting. Anybody I don't want to see Amanda Seyfried's face on Sue compared.
Hollywood doesn't always cast people because of the quality of acting. Like
True,
you're saying,
100%.
Usually it's because of the popular face. Aquafina, I don't know how she keeps getting roles. Because she's in a lot of stuff, Hollywood will keep casting her and stuff.
There is reasons why, but that's another topic. There's reasons for all of these things that we say.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Margot Robbie?
Bro, she's a better...
Someone like Kristen Bell?
Do you think Kristen... hold on. Kristen Bell's a better actress than Margot? That's all I'm asking. Wait. Let's pause. Do you think that Kristen Bell... I'm going to whisper. Do you think Kristen Bell is a better actress than Margot Robbie?
Yes.
Really? Copy.
Guys. I love Kristen Bell to death. She's a sitcom actress compared to Margot. What are we talking about?
I have agreed. You've lost.
You lost.
This never happens.
This never happened. I don't.
Yeah, no, we on the standstill with y'all. We don't know what y'all talking about. Kristen Bell. Well, name me the best Kristen Bell. This sounds crazy right now. What's the best Kristen Bell role?
Veronica Mars?
What's the best Margot
Did you say the best Margot Robbie role?
What is the best Margot Robbie role?
If you say Harley Quinn, I swear to God.
Wolf of Wall. Who'd you say, Harley Quinn? No.
Wait,
but hold on. Is Harley Quinn not a phenomenal role, though?
She snaps as Harley Quinn.
Wait,
now, the
kidding?
movies aren't all great, but she's great, though.
Just Deadpool, but bad.
All right.
Never liked
I
her.
love y'all, but it sounds like we're going to need an acting quality like that. Scale to get a little... Come on, y'all. Wolf of Wall Street? Y'all never seen Wolf of Wall Street?
I did. It was great.
What are we talking about? With her.
Leo stole... It was Leo's show.
Yeah,
Leo's show.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about her role. But her performance.
From Wolf of Wall Street when it comes to her. And he ate her kitty on camera. And I was like, wow, man, you're a lucky guy. But I don't remember her acting in that movie.
Oh, y'all kind of got to
What
put a
is
lot
she
more
doing in
respect
that
on
movie?
Margot's name, because nah, bro.
Jonah
I'm gonna be
Hill.
honest, Kristen Bell not even in the... Kristen Bell wasn't even in it. And I like Kristen Bell over anyone else after Margot Robbie. But Kristen Bell not in it because, like, y'all...
You're telling me you showed up to The Legend of Tarzan? You're telling me you showed up to I, Tonya?
Yes. And
another movie from
I,
her.
Tonya also was a nominated Oscar
see I,
John.
Tonya.
You see what I'm saying? And it's based on a real... Come on, man. Y'all got to do your little more research.
Because that was Oscar nominated.
Yeah, that's Oscar nominated. I don't think y'all see what y'all talking about a little bit. Like, Margot like that.
I am not a hater of Margot Robbie. However, I will say they are throwing her in a lot. And I can see... I'm going to be real. I would rather see a new actress in the role of Sue Storm than Margot Robbie, simply because I am a comic book movie fan. So it's hard for me to see past Harley Quinn for her with a lot of stuff, and so it's kind of just like she's great. She does what she's supposed to do. She make her money and she get up out of there. I don't see her as Sue Storm. I definitely don't see her as Sue Storm lined up against Adam Driver. Especially, I don't see that working.
Two immaculate actors working back. What is it?
But the thing is, you brought up Wolf of Wall Street. I don't remember her in that.
I'm gonna be honest. She's the second person that I remember all the time, personally. But maybe that's just y'all. The first time that anyone really saw her was that movie, and she got huge movies after. I don't kind of get what y'all saying.
She's a beautiful young lady.
It's not to me. I'm not going off the beauty, by the way. I'm going off of acting ability. She could be ugly to me. I'm talking about she act better than all these people that we name.
I think Jennifer Lawrence will line up better with Adam Driver than Margot Robbie would, in my opinion, because I've seen her go toe to toe with Bradley Cooper multiple times, and not only hold her own, but sometimes take the show. So it's one of those, like, I think Margot Robbie is a great actress, yes, but I think she's not right for the Sue Storm role. Personally,
I just haven't seen enough Margot Robbie.
That's what I think is going on.
Maybe
yeah.
that is, but I just don't see her as Sue Storm. And it's not a knock on her skills as an actress or nothing like that. I just don't see her when I see Sue Storm. I see either somebody I've never seen before. I would rather either see a blonde actress I've never seen before, or whoever they decide.
But don't you got to get extremely emotional and in depth? If not in the first movie, like in the future, like continuously with her story.
Okay,
that's
so
where I'm looking at. Big moments, like. You know what I mean?
That goes back to what story they trying to tell with Fantastic Four.
True.
So that becomes a whole separate thing. You feel me?
That's why I'm thinking future. I'm thinking 7 years in. I'm not even on this movie. You know what I mean?
Also part of stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Like I could see her killing this emotionally.
DC? Is James Gunn done with her with DC, or is she doing
honestly?
both?
I don't think. She could do both.
The rumor is that the offer has been extended. So.
She didn't even take it or not.
It doesn't know. We don't know if she's going to take it or if she wants that. We don't know. It's just the fact that we haven't heard her in the conversation now. It's like she is the conversation at this point. You know what I mean? Yeah. What's happening? But
it went from rumors to like rumor of here's the offer. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Now we have one more Fantastic Four rumor.
I forgot it. What's this one?
Which one?
Oh, it's the Galactus rumor.
Oh yeah.
So
that's the villain.
Allegedly.
Oh yeah, we talked about this. Yes, allegedly, yes. It was a while ago. That's why.
Allegedly, they have either also extended the offer, or he's gonna be. They have Antonio Banderas allegedly being Galactus. Wow.
Wait, didn't y'all know this?
Y'all didn't know about this?
Yeah, why y'all?
I knew about this.
Yeah, me too.
Stupid.
It's just the most random, and I love Antonio Banderas, but it's just the most random. Like,
I do agree with y'all on this one.
That's complete. Tell me that's not.
It is random. It is random, but I'm with it though.
I won't give you Antonio Banderas as Galactus.
I feel like y'all
honestly, I'll take. Yeah, Margot to me was like, but.
He wasn't even convincing as a villain in Uncharted. You want me to believe he eats planets?
Yeah, that's gonna be tough. That's tough, bro.
Here's my question. It's a voice, right? Do y'all tell me?
Yeah,
like,
it's probably just.
I don't think we'll see his face. Yeah, like,
unless they do mocap like Josh Brolin.
And if so,
as well though.
And even if so, but it's like right.
Nah, they probably gonna mocap his face too.
Right, but even if so, think about like a Thanos. When he got emotional, it wasn't like too much. Maybe it goes to like Josh Brolin's actual face. You know what I mean? But it wasn't like when he saw the tear, you just saw a tear, and he's kind of.
Well, people say they see Josh Brolin's face in Thanos, which makes sense.
I mean, I do too. Yeah, no, they definitely did. They
mocapped his face for that.
I don't need to see Antonio Banderas.
I hear that, by the way, but I'm talking about like I don't think the emotion of it on his face will even matter too much. It's more about the voice.
I mean, if you remember Galactus, right? If you ever hear him in any other interpretation of him, whether that's comic or
I don't remember as much.
Not comic, but if whether that's animated or video game or something like that.
Is it big?
But he is just like very big voice. He doesn't talk a lot. It's like he'll give you.
I think Ryan Perlman would be a good one. That's his name, right?
A more sturdy, round voice. I hear you saying. Who'd you say?
Keith David.
Oh, I like that too. You just see a big voice. That's my thing. I thought Antonio Banderas, and I just hear he's a lighter voice actually. Like it's not saying he's a light voice. It's
like
up. His tone is up. Yes, he has to force the growl. Like he has to go there to go low. You know what I mean? And I'm like. Damn, it's not even a knock to him. I feel like I'm dissing Antonio. I love that. Like he's fire, but it's like.
But I don't see that. I don't see that.
Okay.
But again, I like that. There's my thing. I like that we going up there. Like they we going for the. I like it. You know what I'm saying?
We're going
let's go heavy. Let's just go. Yeah, let's just see. Let's just see if y'all like. Because to me, I feel like we might just be getting rumors right now. Somebody might just be playing with our ear to see what people like.
Yeah. Bro,
that's what happened with Krasinski, Loki.
Bro, like
us. They only have one chance at this.
No, that's facts. Yep. All right, bro. It's not as bad as you say.
Johnny or the thing. Like, they're so like.
We told you Mila Kunis. All right, it's Mila Kunis is playing the thing. All right.
Hey, you got that one. You got that one.
No. What I was gonna say was though.
Oh, go ahead.
No. I was just gonna go into what y'all saying. How they kind of it's all been all over the place, right? With some of these stuff. Somebody, I think I was watching a Den of Nerd stream or something like that, and he had threw out the theory that, what if it's Disney trying to smoke out the leaker, and they throwing this information out like within the company and saying, all right, so if it comes out, we know who said it. like type time. You know what I mean? Like if this information
right?
comes out, we know who been dropping. You know what I mean? Like I thought that was just a funny theory. Like what if they were, you know, because some of this has been like it's like they throwing names.
It could be.
They're picking names out of a hat of good actors, and it's like, all right.
I'm telling you, Kevin
Mm-hmm.
on a burner right now. Like, y'all like Margot? No. Okay. Oh, Antonio.
What happened to Seth Rogen and Jason Segel?
That's what. Come on, that's my talk. I want to know. Is it one of them?
I was so sold on either
Me too.
one of them.
Me too.
And then Seth Rogen was like, "They're not really my kind of movie." So I was like,
Did he say that?
Jason's right there. Yeah, he was like,
I feel like he's lying though. That man makes The Boys.
He's
lying. He literally produces The Boys.
Wait, but The Boys are very different. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying a superhero. Like he's a comic fan.
He did The Boys and he did Preacher.
And he did Preacher. And my man's a Disney gang. He's Disney gang.
Ninja Turtles, Ninja Turtles, the new one.
Right?
I'm sorry.
He's about to do another Lion King. I'm like, all right, he might just be frauding. We heard Andrew say he wasn't in No Way Home.
Invincible.
Yeah, he did produce Invincible.
Oh yeah, we bugging. He lying. He's lying. Maybe that mean Andrew Garfield told us to our face in several interviews he wasn't in that movie.
Yes,
several times, and to the point where he was like, "I'm tired of talking about it."
Like,
no,
to the point
you know,
of anger.
He was mad.
Was ready to swear.
They were acting their asses off.
Toby ready to squabble anybody or anytime.
Yeah, Toby looked like he a little upset. That's probably why. Andrew, he was strictly acting though, strictly. But I could see Seth just playing it off.
Seth Rogen got the role.
Oh my god!
And he saw this Mila Kunis. He's like, "What the fuck?"
That was pretty good, man.
I have a question. What would y'all? How would y'all feel about like maybe Bateman as Reed?
Jason Bateman?
Yeah.
Honestly,
yo,
that's very similar to Ozark to me.
Oh my god!
I have to get the job.
Never would have thought. Does he have to be tall? He seems really little. I don't know if that matters.
I don't know if it matters when you can stretch. You feel me?
That man stretches. Let me shut up.
True.
As long as his wife, I guess, is around the same, not taller than him. For the look
as long as
of
the wife ain't taller, because Johnny and Ben have always been taller.
They can be taller, right? Yo,
it's like,
you might have did a thing, Rico.
If that's the case, say it is
he
Jason
too
Bateman.
old? No, he's
54.
But he looks 40. You can run that 30. Yeah.
Who would you pair with him to be
the
Sue?
And I think whoever it is going to always be that tone is going to be weird if you get the wrong, you know, like what you need a Sarah Paulson type of. That's like I don't want that. I'm saying that type of like where do we go if with the right? That's interest. That's hard. Stop it. I don't want
Sandra.
I love her. She gotta stop.
I mean, they got Angelina Jolie.
Maybe if it was like 97 or something.
Oh, she'd have smoked that John. Early 2000s even. That new Jessica.
I'm saying Jessica Alba was there in that one.
That's because you nasty.
She was great.
She was great.
Oh my god! I'm about to break one. He said,
that was just something.
That's a great pick, bro.
She went from honey. She went from honey to the Fantastic Four. Talk about
next level.
Talk about it.
Now,
growth.
Is she still in that Bad Boys TV show?
Nah, I think that's Karen.
Yeah, I'm glad.
That did not do what it was supposed to do. But that is something that is important to factor in because I think they all went to college together or something like that. Or
yeah,
I don't know how
a lot of close to story.
Reed and Ben grow up together.
Okay,
and then he meets Sue later on in life, and then Johnny just is part of the Storm group
family. Yeah.
So for him to be 54, she's got to be somewhere around there.
The more I keep thinking about the family part and the friends and all that, I'm gonna keep needing y'all to. Did y'all see Marriage Story? It might be too boring for y'all.
Yeah.
At least watch a clip of that man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just keep getting the dad. I keep getting the. I'm like, he's gonna low key smoke it. I think. You know what I mean? But we'll see. You know, we'll see.
Question for y'all. This is my final question before we wrap it up. This is another This is like a little off the top, John. This has nothing to do with Fantastic Four, but
nice.
So the news that came out. This is honestly, Snowden. I want to know your thoughts.
This is directed for you.
Not necessarily directed.
Not even me.
Everybody.
Not even me, Rico. We're both out.
We know how. Well, this is for everybody, but we know how you feel about Deadpool and this new Deadpool 3 thing. Have you heard the news about our guy? What's his name, man?
Oh, Rob. Tom. Rob. Damn it.
Peter.
Peter
coming back. He's been casted in
I think that's so funny.
Sugar Bear.
Yeah, Sugar Bear. Sugar Bear. Yes.
Yeah, I'm on board.
I mean, the only person left is Brolin and Jazzy Beats.
Yeah, and they're rumored. They're probably going to be on set.
That's the only people
If
left.
he's on,
That's the only two people left.
They're just not confirmed as well.
Yeah, everybody else is coming back.
They started shooting today, so we're going to hear some. Y'all better watch out if y'all don't want no leaks.
Today?
They're shooting right now. That's why we heard about the dude. Yeah.
If that's the case, that makes me more excited because those are the Deadpool original characters.
Yes, true.
However, how long is he going to be in the movie?
No. Everyone's dying, bud. Everyone's dying, bud. Yeah. But I'd love to see it.
He's not making it.
Oh, do you think they're going to kill my blind lady?
Who?
I bangs with her.
Oh, yeah.
Most likely.
No, she's so
Blind
funny.
Al?
I mean, they're going to make it funny.
Say it again. Who?
Does
Blind
Blind
Al.
Al survive?
That's who he was just talking about. Do you?
Oh
think
yeah, that's her
kill
name. Sorry. Yes, she's in the movie, but she probably gonna check.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
I don't really see. I don't know.
I feel like they're going to keep, if anybody they're going to keep, they probably going to keep Zazie.
Zazie, yeah, and
Her
Especially
dying.
now that
and
she's-
Hugh Jackman for one more
now that
movie.
she's,
And maybe Vanessa.
Now that Zazie is
Yeah,
clear
since
from
they got her
Atlanta.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that
Yeah,
Zazie, now that she's clear from
True.
Atlanta.
Oh wait, how
might
is she
as well.
doing? Oh no, because she's not in Joker 2, right?
Nah.
Okay, cool.
I doubt it.
Cool. Yeah, she's probably gonna be in this show. My thing is, y'all don't watch Succession all the way. My man Tom is in Deadpool, so I'm hype about that as
I'm
well.
going to check that
And
out.
he's playing a TVA
Oh,
agent, allegedly?
I ain't hear what he is.
Apparently, Owen Wilson.
And also, he said he hates superhero movies, and he in there. So think about that with Seth Rogen. He literally was like, "I would never do this. These are ass." And then he got that bag.
Oh, that bag. When folks start to check a bag.
Yeah.
All-
And
all
when
that
you're
goes out
popular,
the
I feel
window.
like your bag obviously is more up, and Succession is literally
Up right now.
up right now, and he's one of the main characters. So yeah.
Right. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm very curious.
Deadpool three.
I'm excited.
Deadpool
Though,
three.
I was-
because
Go ahead.
I'm excited, but I'm worried because I remember last time we was on the pod, Snowden did bring up. He was like, "Look, I love Deadpool. I don't want a cameo fest. Like, give me a story, and then find a way to add your cameos.
We gonna get both. We gonna get both.
That's what I want. I want
It's
a
gonna be
story,
both.
But do your cameo thing that you got to do.
I brought
So-
this up kind of with ZENN today. We were talking about it a little bit, and it's just to not stay on it too long. But like the fact that this is, I don't know if y'all know, this is the first Marvel movie that what is it? The producer thing. You know what I'm about to say?
That the
Ryan's team,
Reynolds
Ryan's production
is actually
company
producing
is
this one.
actually producing it. They're the first company to produce a Marvel
Wow.
movie.
Yeah.
And Sean Levy is the first director that is getting a production credit also. James Gunn never even got one. So I think that they're literally like, hey, Marvel walked in, was like, we will give you money, make your movie. Also have our universe and characters if you want them. It's just the way that they are writing it. They're producing
Coogler
it.
never got it.
No
I
one.
don't know, bro. That seemed
No.
Really? I'm gonna look it up real quick. Keep talking.
Exec
The
produced
Russo
maybe.
brothers never got
No.
credit.
Wow.
I'm about to look up Guardians.
And honestly, James Gunn would make more sense even to me than it would be James Gunn and Coogler. I don't see anybody else really as much as from the rip.
But he's like in
right.
Marvel. Like,
At least
he's
on
in
Guardians,
all of
Guardians
stuff,
2,
though.
it's Kevin Feige.
Yeah.
I mean, Guns writes and directs it.
Right, writes and directs it. No one gets the production
let me check
credit,
Guardians
though,
3. Let me
which
see.
means to me, but again, production most of the time isn't. Sometimes it's actually producing and helping creatively, and sometimes it's just money. It's just like,
just a
here,
way to get you
I'm
some extra
giving. No,
bread.
it's just a bag. I produced it because I paid for it. So, like, literally, I just think it means that Ryan and them are putting a whole in it. You know what I mean? They're like, nah, this is our film.
I also have come around on the whole Deadpool conversation because Ryan knows what's at stake.
That's my whole point.
Not only with
Not
the Deadpool
only Disney,
character,
right?
but
Yes.
now you're in the MCU. Now you can play with the big boys. It's the same thing with Spider-Man when we finally got to see him. So I'm coming around to the idea, and I hope my fears never come to fruition.
I think you'll be okay. I hope so.
I hope so. That's that. But like, if I get in there in that theater and it's Boo Boo,
It ain't gonna be close to Boo Boo, my friend. It ain't gonna be Boo Boo.
I heard Cesar go, "This is the best movie since Endgame, man." I would be like,
No, I'm gonna specifically say,
man.
I'm gonna say, what's the one right after Wakanda or before Wakanda? I'll be mean like everybody and be like, what is it? Is it No Way Home?
Love and Thunder.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I'll say best one since Love and Thunder, or do I say
I would've
before
been
Love
like,
and Thunder?
Get out of here.
Yeah.
But I think we all need to focus on the real thing. The fact that if Deadpool's coming back, what he's gonna look like, because there ain't nobody that's gonna look as good as that raccoon in Guardians 3.
Yo, that was it.
There ain't nobody
He did it, man.
as good as him.
I'm just telling you what they saying.
Y'all don't get it.
I was wondering if he was gonna go there, because if he didn't, I was gonna like. Yeah,
honestly, that was the best end joke alive. So there was nothing else kid did.
for sure.
I just want you to know that.
Now I'm gonna go watch this test footage 1,000 times. Be like, are you sure?
I'm gonna send it to you.
Yes,
but yeah.
Margot Robbie was fantastic, but I don't know.
She wasn't as good as that rat. She wasn't as real. That's all. She didn't look as real.
They should just.
Hey man,
that raccoon in Guardians 3. That raccoon
should have got the Oscar. Should have got the
That's
Oscar.
facts. Hey man,
hey, Brad be putting in work. All right,
it's between the raccoon or the blue people from Avatar.
You being mean because you ain't even see it. So anyway, so mean.
No, but yeah.
But anyway, y'all, we love you guys. It was incredible.
It's all love on this end too.
Y'all are the best. It's always fun talking to y'all. Y'all want to do the spiel? Y'all want to get y'all things out there before we head on out?
Let them know where they can find you.
Yes.
Hey, my name's Kevin. I go by my last name, which is Snowden. You can find me on TikTok, on YouTube. Both are Mr. Snowden's Neighborhood. Instagram, I'm Music by Snowden. Don't ask where the music is.
It's coming.
It's coming.
There we go. That's all that matters.
That's all I gotta say. And then other than that, please, if you're new here, stay here. You know what I mean? I don't think it gets better than these boys right here. Much love for always having me on.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you for letting me show up late. Thanks for getting in heated debates with me about Margot Robbie.
Yes, I'm mad at y'all. If y'all don't go, no, I'm sick still. I don't care. Y'all better, y'all better go home and watch some damn Margot Robbie. Watch I, Tonya. Watch I, Tonya, all right?
Ain't Sebastian
so y'all can
too?
cry. Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
And that was the Oscar one. Watch it. Anyway.
I'll do it when Cesar listens to the Spider-Verse album.
You know what? I will tonight. Thank you.
But other than that, once again, it's all love. I can't fathom and express how much love I got for these guys. Please, if you feel like looking me up, look me up. I told you where I'm at. I'm a cool fella.
Yes.
But thank you to you guys. Thank you.
And that boy love him some Disney on top of all of that.
Yo, me too, bro. You ain't the only one. We got to get in our Disney talk more because y'all be making me upset.
Oh, yeah, CinemaCon for Disney? We didn't even talk about that.
We didn't.
We'll talk about
It was too much stuff. It was too much stuff in the
in
the good tag. It was a lot of stuff that day. My God.
Right.
But yeah, Rico, get it off. Get it off.
What's happening, y'all? My name is Rico Whitehead. You can find me on all social media at _Rico the artist. I talk about music, sports, comic books, movies, all of that, and then some. I got links in my bios for music. I got links in my bios for some of everything, man. I have a podcast with my homies, the Friendly Fire Podcast. Friendly FIYA podcast. We're on a bit of a hiatus, but we will be coming back around very soon. Yes. Shout out to the Listen 3000 podcast. Shout out to Snowden. These guys are great when it comes to just talking about movies and having legit opinions. So keep supporting these boys. Keep them growing. Keep it moving. Because when they win, we win.
Yes.
And shout out to Council. Let's keep it going.
There it is.
Yep. Yes, and thank y'all, man. And again, if y'all didn't know, this is the Agents of Fandom podcast. Shout out to Agents of Fandom. Make sure you check out agentsofandom.com. All the new articles we're dropping every week. And make sure to check out all the podcasts on the Agents of Fandom network. And again, shout out to Sound Gallery.
Yes. And
this was Listen 3000. We'll be back again very soon. So thank y'all for checking it out. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If this is on YouTube, do that.
Boom,
all right?
Boom, boom.
Peace out.
Go see Guardians.